Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm hustling.
You know the saying.
Every day I'm hustling.
Stay hungry, stay humble. I'm
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm humble in defeat, and I'm gonna remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Dibiase Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass
BoxingVoice.com.
and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, like, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? But it takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. It's a hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Monday morning. Get your ass up. Time to go to work. Put it in and make the bacon for your familia. We're here talking boxing early in the morning to get you through your commute. Make sure you get to work, you know, in a positive mood, you know what I mean? Listening to your favorite boxing talk. It is the Boxing Voice, hashtag TBV podcast, whatever hashtags they'll use. You already know we rocking out. The number to call in and voice your opinion is going to be 1-425-569-5241. Press one time to talk right here on the Voice of the People hotline. And you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation from anywhere in the world. So if you're all the way in Saudi Arabia, in Diriyah, go ahead and call in and let us know you're going to be going to this alleged super fight. Because they're calling the Fury versus Joshua all but done. According to Mr. Bob Arum, this fight doesn't have many hiccups when it comes to getting it over the line, allegedly, right? And I quote, Bob Arum has declared that there are now less than a handful of issues to be resolved before Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is done. The issues are dwindling. Now the number is less than a handful, so I'm very optimistic this is gonna go over the line. Now, less than a handful, man, look, we only got 5 fingers. So if it's less than a handful, it's 5 or less little things that they need to dot the I's and cross the T's so that they can get this one over the hump. But the question still remains, is Wilder's litigation the roadblock? Because we still have not had any outcome or resolution to the quote-unquote litigation. What is happening? Are there going to be any legal proceedings? Is Fury going to be forced to pay some sort of sum of money to Deontay Wilder? Can Deontay Wilder block this fight? Or is Fury free to do business and fight? Those are all the things that really we need answers to before I personally can believe that this is going to happen. We've been hearing about this fight now for almost a year, right? As soon as Wilder Fury was over, because of the outcome of the fight and then Wilder's silence, many have been wanting Fury to move on to Joshua. And there's been plenty of rumblings, plenty of headlines, but nothing concrete. No contracts, Nothing. I mean, a couple of days ago, Bob Arum asked Eddie Hearn to stop talking about it in the media. So, you know, even though this particular headline and quote seems positive, why would you ask the co-promoter to stop discussing a fight that needs promotion? And it only has me wondering how much of that has to do with Wilder's litigation being the roadblock for Fury Joshua. Now, we've had rumors that this is going to take place in Diriyah in Saudi Arabia, and it would seem as if it needs to take place on, a similar location to a Diriyah, someone that's going to be willing to put up a significant site fee, because guess what? It isn't easy to get this fight over the hump. I mean, these two men won a lot of money, and without any, without any, what do you call it? Without any fans, it's going to be very tough to put this fight on. I mean, they're saying these guys are going to be getting like $70 million a piece, or upwards of that. And for Jemmy in the chat who's saying any new information, I mean, the newest information is that Bob Arum has declared that there are now less than a handful of issues. A handful is 5 fingers. Less than that is 5 or less issues. What could they be? Where we're fighting? What's the split? Are we co-promoting? What's the networks? Very small issues, in my opinion, because they're not arguing over networks. They're obviously coming together on that one. There's no way Dazn is letting, AJ go. They're going to do some sort of Canelo-like pay-per-view, in my opinion, right? Why would they completely let him go to do business with ESPN and get nothing out of the deal when they've been promoting AJ for the last 2-3 years on Dazn? And with Tyson, it seems like obviously Fury and Bob Arum have showed us that they are willing to negotiate and do co-promotions. Shout out to Boxing and Bants. Thanks for coming on the show the other day. Shout out to my man, Coach Mitty, Ignorant Boxing. What it do? Majid, what it do? What it do? Derek Lincoln, hello. Michael Caps, what up, what up, what up? Dwayne B, what's poppin'? Zoot Town, buenos dias, buenos dias. King Born, I see you. Stay on that road safely, champ. I know it's even snow in Texas right now, man. The world is going crazy. Only place that the world is actually, working the way that it should be is right here in Florida, man. Shout out to me and Keem, man. We staying safe, man. A lot of craziness happening around in the world, but we got that good old-fashioned great weather to keep us happy. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Supermax sent me a picture that was -3 in Plainview, Texas. I never even heard of that shit. First of all, I never heard of Plainview, Texas till Supermax anyway, but I didn't know there was parts of Texas that get -3. That's colder than up north, man. Crazy. Big Nick in the UK. What it do? Steve in Chicago. What up? What up? Welcome back, Steve. What's good? Brandon, what's up? What's up? Vincent Mack. What up? What up? What up? What up? Where the rest of the crew? Come on, bro. You know how it is, man. These dudes don't get up early, man. It's Nest GTO, man. Scarface, no Manolo, man. You already know. Solo Dolo, Scarface. ¿Dónde está Manolo? ¿Dónde está? They sleep, man. Look, early bird gets the worm, B. I got an alarm clock that you can't buy at any store, man. It's a Bulldog and she don't play. 6:30, 6:40, 7 o'clock, she barking nonstop. So I'm always up and at 'em before that, get the walk in. I've been getting my daily walks in, what I mean? Trying to get my Joshua body and tan up. It was calling me Tyson Fury because I'm so white, so I'm trying to get that tan that Joshua got, But the question still remains, is Wilder's litigation the roadblock? Because, we've been hearing so many rumblings of Wilder, Joshua, Saudi Arabia, all these different places, but the truth is, what will be the outcome of the litigation? Can they get this fight over the hump without some sort of outcome for or from Deontay Wilder and family, right? Like, team, like, are they gonna allow this to happen? Will they put up some sort of fuss or fight about, facing or stepping aside, really, allowing Fury and AJ to go ahead and get it on for the big, sexy, undisputed? I think that is always going to be some sort of issue for them, and they'll probably try to stop that as long as possible, because the Fury-Joshua fight, then it just pushes the timeline back for Wilder regardless, right? Because, Fury-Joshua are not going to fight with one fight. They're not going to fight with one fight. They're going to have a rematch, equally. I think they'll both get a rematch. I don't think it'll just be AJ with all the belts. I think that either one gets to invoke a rematch clause regardless. So it'll be two fights. It'll be like the Andy Ruiz and AJ where if you get lucky and you beat AJ, you got to beat him twice. If the first time was luck, well, you better make it right the second time, because you ain't getting away with those belts without a fight. And we seen that AJ will switch gears, man. He'll switch those gears right up and, not fight in a manner in which you thought he was going to fight, just so that he can come out on top. And that's intelligent. I know at first I didn't like it, because I was looking for him to right the wrong, so to speak, the same way he got dethroned. But at the end of the day, man, boxers teach us that a win is a win is a win, and it's still going to be a fucking win. Whether you like the win, whether it was a knockout win, whether it was a points decision win, a win is a win is a win, and that's what's going to allow you to move forward and have bigger and better plans. Let's just be real. AJ, Fury, both either get the win and the win, they move on. Maybe the next big fight is Andy Ruiz. By then, he would have been coming off of the Areola fight, possibly getting that win and moving forward, making his name bigger. Maybe Wilder by then faced the Dillian White Povetkin winner, putting himself back in position. He's still number one in the WBC, so he'll get a crack at at Fury Joshua sooner than later, maybe 12 months time, 14 months time. I think after Fury and AJ settle their dispute, it only makes sense for the winner. Now, I believe if Fury were to beat AJ twice, he may not want to face a Wilder again, right? He may ride off into the sunset and say, I've been there, I've done that. I beat the two-headed dragon in Wilder and Anthony Joshua, and I'm done. But hopefully, simultaneously, Wilder is looking just as good, goes in there, blasts out a Charles Martin, blasts out him, Andy Ruiz, puts himself back in title contention. Maybe he could get three off. Maybe he could blast Charles Martin, Andy Ruiz, and then put some pressure on these two UK heavyweights by beating a Dillian White in front of a lot of UK fans, to also add to that pressure of making that fight or one of these men facing him. I don't want him taken completely out the equation simply because he lost to Fury. I still very much would love to see that AJ fight if it can happen, that Dillian White fight if it can happen, and maybe a few others, you know what I mean? I don't know that I still want Chisora, even though Chisora's still out here giving people good fights and ranking people in the top 10. Like, you fight Chisora, all of a sudden you're a fucking name. So, maybe Wilder could go on his Chisora, bodying squad, because that's what's going to happen. He'll definitely body himself some Chisora without a doubt, in my opinion. But, yeah, man, it's interesting. It's interesting, that Bob believes this is going to get done. Like he said, it's just a handful of issues. I wonder what those issues are, though, right? Like, what could those issues be? They obviously can't be location, right? Because with the location comes the site fee. And we've been thinking Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, some of these big locations that are gonna front the bill. So they can't be disputing on location. What are the handful of issues? Is it who goes out first? Whose names get called? Those little things. Is it dealing with the network, right? Being as though the Dazn is an app and ESPN is a network, are they trying to find a happy medium where they can do some sort of co-promotion or co-broadcast, should I say, with ESPN and Dazn, finding a happy medium where maybe you buy the pay-per-view on Dazn and get another 4 months like they did with Canelo. Someone brought up the gloves. Could the gloves be an issue? Does AJ, put his foot down and mandate specific gloves so that there could be no controversy in the fight? Could it be the purse split? Could it be the split? Is Fury considering himself the A side because he dethroned Vladimir Klitschko first and never lost, and then dethroned Deontay Wilder? Or is AJ sticking to his guns and saying, well, I'm the A side. I've systematically brought back the heavyweight division after I beat Charles Martin, is when things really started to take a turn for the better. So I think both men have a good case for A side. Fury, obviously, if we get into the bread and butter of it, he has a successful pay-per-view with Deontay Wilder. He has a successful pay-per-view with Deontay Wilder. So that goes on his resume. Similar to Keith Thurman, beating, or I wished he would have beat Pacquiao. But similar to Keith Thurman fighting Pacquiao and doing 600,000, that still falls on his resume as well. Yeah, there'll be weirdos that'll be like, oh, it's Pacquiao, those are his fans, and cool with all that. But it takes two to tango, takes two to fight, takes two to put on a promotion, and Keith was part of it, so he gets part of that credit. And that's what Fury is going to bring to the negotiation table. He's going to say, what are you talking about? You jabroni? I did 1 point whatever. We sold 100 and whatever, 400,000 worth of digitals, and we sold, 800,000 worth of real pay-per-views on terrestrial television. I am the A side. You came to America and shit the bed. You came to America and were made an example of by a fat boy in Andy Ruiz. And I'm just calling him fat because that's what Fury does. I'm trying to get my inner Fury on. But, Fury, and that could be the handful of issues, guys. Who's the A side? 50-50 split. I see you guys. Oh, it's 50-50. No problem. That's only money. Who walks out first? Who gets perceived as the A side by the promoter, by the announcers? Who gets talked about as the one that allowed this to happen? Who gets that credit? Who's going to be getting that shine on the telecast? That's probably a handful of issues. Does Fury want to hear that AJ is the A side? Does he want to allow AJ to come out first or last? I mean, those are the things that are probably holding this up. Another small issue could be pay-per-view backend. Maybe Fury is like, yo, I want X amount of dollars because I'm the successful U.S. pay-per-view star. Not Anthony Joshua. He fights on an app. He doesn't have any U.S. pay-per-views. What does he bring? How does he want back-end money if he's never had a back-end check? He's never fought on American pay-per-view. How can he ask for back-end? So there are some sticking points here that we can imagine. Obviously, we don't know the ins and outs. We don't know exactly what these hiccups are, but we do know that there are a handful or less than a handful of issues, which makes me feel confident. Now, one of those issues could be the biggest one. It could be the hurdle that can't be jumped, the roadblock that you have to stop in front of. You can't ride your car over that or you'll leave the under chassis right there, right? And that is the Wilder litigation. We do not know if a judge or some sort of person with authority can mandate that Fury can't fight, that he must pay in order to be free to fight. We don't really know because we haven't really gotten much information from the litigations, man. It's interesting, but I'll tell you this. Is this fight really happening? Outside of the handful of issues, have you seen Tyson Fury? Does he look like a man that's ready for a fight? Because he does not to me. Now, I can be wrong. We know that we've seen him become very heavy and lose the weight. So there's no denying that he can get into fighting shape whenever this fight is announced. I'm not denying that, but he is healthy right now. He is looking extremely healthy, chunky. This is him. Let me just restart that so you can see full blown.
Getting this call C in February. This is how we do it. Recovery and aid. Let's go.
That doesn't look like the stomach, or that's not the stomach or the love handles. You know, that's not the stomach or the love handles of the Tyson Fury that faced Deontay Wilder, even at 274. The stomach is jiggly. The love handles are definitely hanging off the left and the right. He's got backside chichos for all my Latinos. You see it. Now, I mean, it's not that much. He's not excessively big here. We can see that. Yeah, he got a stomach. Yeah, he's been eating right. But he's still sprinting into the water. And he's not like the blubber isn't hanging over. You know what I mean? Like, he's not hanging over his waistline. It's not that much. I think that he can get into camp and whip that into shape. But I want to know, do you think he's gained too much weight? Do you think he's not fight ready by looking at this video? Does he look available to mix it up with Anthony Joshua in this condition? Or is this fight, because they're saying spring, right? I mean, I thought spring was March, April, man. You know, May, June, we're talking summer. So when is this fight going to happen? Does he need till May, June to get prepared? When are you foreseeing AJ Fury can actually happen? Let me know in the comment section. Do you see it happening in the spring as the rumors indicate? Or is this a summer jam? You know, is this a summer jam? Now, again, Fury is bottom heavy. He's like an old maid. They get that tire around the stomach. But in this next picture with he in Paris, which pretty much looks like Fontainebleau in Miami, you know, he doesn't look as heavy. Now, this could be an old picture, right? Because the caption says, Happy Valentine's, we started this journey in 2005. Was this a picture from 2005 that he's just reposting to show his wife, like, look, I got this picture from when, you know, we first started, blah, blah, blah? Or is this a new picture with an old caption, right? With an old caption. April, May, June is spring. You're kidding me, champ. First of all, I'm a May baby. May 31st is Memorial Day, and it's the official start of summer and when all the lakes open and beaches are open. Well, you know, in the colder states. Like when I lived in New Jersey, May was the official month, end of the month, where the lakes and beaches would open. Ask anyone here in the U.S., it isn't the way that you think. Like, even if May is considered summer, we don't even let you get in the water, whether it's lake and paid beaches, right? Public beaches, you could jump in that water. A paid beach in New Jersey, you ain't getting in that water till they tell you, which is when they fucking open day beach. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know that April, May, June is spring midday all the way in the UK. He wouldn't know what summer is, guys. He's in the UK. All it does is fucking rain over there, and it's cold and cloudy. You know what I mean? But in the States, Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure. What's the official date? Let's Google it, right? What's the official date start of summer? Because I'm pretty sure Memorial Day is like the start of it. But let's see. Official day of summer. Let's see. Damn, he was right. He said June 21st. So you was wrong, though. You partially wrong. Your second answer was right? You said you're crazy. It starts June 21st. But before that, you said you're crazy. April, May, June. That was wrong. The official first start of summer is June 20th. So there you go. We were both wrong. How about that? The what? Sway said Memorial Day is the hood falled out. What the hell? You must have misspelled something there. Never heard of that. But yeah. I guess again, spring, we know now that summer is June 20th. So I guess there is still time for spring if you consider March, April, May, spring. You know, they say April showers bring May flowers. Again, another reason why I think May is more summer than, than spring. But all right, it's telling us that the official start date is June 20th. So we're looking at February 15th. We could get an announcement for March and a fight maybe for May. Early June. Oh, I'm far from salty. But like, what do I care? I'm salty because summer isn't in May. Like, you sound like a moron. For that, you're timed out. Get your petty ass out of here. How about that? Goodbye. You on 300 jail seconds, man. Get up out of here. Apologize to Coach Mitty for what? He was wrong. Y'all terrible, man. Y'all terrible. The man said June 21st was his second answer, not his first answer. His first answer was April, May, June. Come on, how many times do you get the answer? Do you get to play the lotto twice, or is your ticket worth one game? Get your ass out of here, man. Hit that thumbs up button while you out here. And you know the number to call in if you want to voice your own opinion. Ain't no justice for Riff. Tell Riff to beat it. How about that? You know what I'm saying? But, let's get into the meat and potatoes here, man. Who you picking? I think that's what everybody really wants to know. Who are you picking? Who's winning this alleged super fight? Because coming off that Deontay Wilder win, I'm telling you right now, Tyson has changed the perception of himself in the eyes of many. He's considered a puncher, and he's considered now a phenomenal boxer. People have given me shit, death threats and all, because I say that, he moves like Muhammad Ali. But until I see someone else, what's the dude that was signed to Matchroom? He was moving like Muhammad Ali until he got beat, right? What was his name? Anthony? Nope, not Anthony. Wasn't it Anthony? The dude from Cali? He be out there cripping and shit. What's his name? Come on, man. Anthony Sims. That's the name. So yeah, he was really looking like Muhammad Ali. People try to emulate those mannerisms, and sometimes, you look damn good. And Anthony Sims was one of them. Now, Tyson may not emulate Muhammad Ali to the T, but I think that he has some of the particulars down pat, man. He's got those feints, some of that footwork, that agility. Tyson was blessed, man. He was blessed. Look, this isn't a racial thing, but, he's a super athletic guy for a white guy. He's put together, he's not, what do you call it? Like, he's not discombobulated, right? He flows with some sort of swag. Yo, Brandon Maurice, you tripping, man. I follow everybody on Instagram. Believe that, man. Believe that. When I tell you, that's what it is. Go check it. So is your man's Big Lovejoy. He out here with the flag to the left, man. We got some super chats. Shout out to Intrigue, the Incredible, man. He was rocking out with us last night, showing us some love, one of our pound for pounds. This morning, we got Coyote in the UK who says, is Wilder still a fighter or now a concert pianist? Asking for some concerned Wilder fans. Hashtag Raw, rise above Wilder. Coyote back with a double. He says, AJ wins. Fury already making excuses, i.e. inactivity. I mean, I don't know that he's making excuses, right? Let me see if on his official Instagram, he still has that Warrington message, right? Because he, you know, he definitely had some words to say after Warrington lost. Let me see if it's on his story. Boom, 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 boom. No, that's Monday morning. Damn, he already up and at him out here. Oh, see? So we thought he wasn't working, but he out here jogging already. But it ain't on his story when he said whatever he said about Warren. Oh, shit. And did he really delete all his posts? Oh, he out here tripping. Okay, Fury. You on some Instagram model shit. He deleted all his posts, y'all. What the fuck? He only got 2 posts. Okay. Wow, that's strange. Let me refresh. Is that real? Because he had like books and stuff that he was selling. Why'd he do that? I don't know. I wonder if this was a mistake. Y'all check it out. He's definitely deleted everything except yesterday's swimming in the freezing water post and his Valentine's Day post. New beginnings for 2021 when it comes to Tyson Fury. You know, definitely deleted everything and just showing you that, hey, I'm a little jiggly, but I'm right back. If you look right here on his story, he's back at it, you know, selling some merchandise here, but, you know, this is him selling merchandise yesterday, right? Boom. But then this is this morning. No, that was last night. Now this is this morning right here. 5 hours ago, he's got some black soft shell gloves to get his run in. Monday morning special. What is he saying here? I wonder what is he saying. How do we mute this? Let's see. What are you talking
Set new goals, spread positivity, help others, inspire others, and smash whatever is in front of you. Take it easy. God bless.
Okay.
So just finished smashed a lovely run Monday morning. Isaac Lowe there and Andy Lee there. How we feeling, boys, Monday morning?
Monday good, feeling great. Sun's out, so positive morning.
Yo, Andy looking old
Living the dream.
Fuck,
stay healthy, stay fit, stay blessed. So just finished smashed a lovely run Monday morning. Isaac Lowe there. And
yo, why Andy looking so old though? Andy Lee looking old as hell. Like, look at this.
Andy Lee there. So just finished smashed a lovely run Monday morning. Isaac Lowe there.
Check out Andy right here, y'all.
And Andy Lee there. How we feeling, boys, Monday morning?
You can't even tell that's Andy. Look, my man is... His hair is gray as Tyson Fury little ball on the top of his hat. Damn. I hear you, though. But he already running, though. So, you know, for anybody that was laughing at that gut in the beach, it must have got to him. He's back. He's out there. He need to get that grill fixed. Damn, I paused it right there. Look, he looking like a woodchuck beaver with that grill right there, right? Is it me or did it pause funny? It even look like he missing a tooth right here. What the Oh, man. Hey, listen. Well, oh shit, it's 9:30, fellas. You know what that means. Man. Some of the team joining us, and we're going to get to hear some other opinions on this particular matchup. Toronto's own Francis, next up. What up?
What's happening? Good morning to everybody out there in the world, man. Shout out to you, and you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for another day. We could talk some boxing, man. We excited, man. We excited. Every day we could talk boxing, whatever the topic is. And, you know, today we talking AJ Fury's fight potentially, you know what I mean? Maybe having a little hiccups on the road, a little bumps. What's going on? What you want to ask me? What you want me to answer?
I mean, you use the word hiccups. Do you think is that? I mean, Bob is reporting that there are less than a handful of issues. So a handful is 5 fingers. Less than that obviously could still be 5 or less than 5. And for a super fight, don't you think that's optimistic?
That's very optimistic. because those 5 things we don't know how much what's the word, how big of an issue they are. You know what I mean? They could be 5 issues, but you know, 1 or 2 of them could be issues that is going to take a little bit more working. And I heard a lot of people talking about it could be the ring walk, it could be, you know what I mean, the splits, it could be so much different things. But because we don't know, it's hard to put a finger on it. But it is concerning when you hear it's only a handful. 5 issues are you say 5 is a handful, only a handful of issues before we get this fight. You understand what I'm saying? What are those things, Bob? Come on. And you know Bob be woofing all the time, so it's hard. It's hard to really hold on to what Bob says, you know?
Can you imagine what some of them might be? Because I'm thinking like who walks out first. I know a lot of people want 50-50, but maybe they still hooked over. Is it 50-50? I mean, Canelo didn't give his sexiest dance partner till date other than Floyd. He didn't give him 50-50, right? So like, you know, is it really a 50-50 fight, or is that one of the hangups? You know, location.
And if that's one of the hangups, if that's one, not to cut you, if that's one of the hangups, I mean, if you think about it, when Wilder was potentially going to fight AJ, it wasn't going to be 50-50. You know, he had the same WBC belt, and AJ still had this, you know what I mean? He was still unified. So, I mean, making that 50-50 is going to be difficult, man. That would be a huge hang up if they were trying to make that. If that one of the issues was 50-50, yeah, I think that would make it difficult to complete that negotiation.
I think it would be difficult to tell Fury he doesn't deserve 50 Cent, but I also believe there is an argument to tell Fury he doesn't deserve 50 Cent. It's like you just said. The simplest argument is, well, we wasn't giving Wilder 50-50 for 1 belt. So Fury comes back and says, well, I got the ring now because I beat Wilder. So then Eddie comes back and says, well, you beat a dude that I already said nobody knew, so what's the difference? You know what I mean? But what is the truth, though? Is Wilder a dude that nobody knew? Or is Wilder a dude that Fury beat that automatically puts him above AJ because that was the most dangerous opponent to either have faced till date? Or am I wrong? You know? Is AJ and Eddie looking at it like, bro, you only beat Wilder? That's, you know, because AJ and Eddie always tried to dumb down Wilder's achievements.
Right.
Say he's not known, he never unified, he hadn't fought nobody. So now if Fury beats him, they probably like, well, yo, you ain't as big as you think, because it's like, yo, you know,
you're not lying, man. You're not lying.
Yeah, you ain't as big as you think because you beat a dude that we didn't see as popular. So
but
as far as
both ways though, it can go both ways. Not because you can go both ways. Just to give it a little back, because AJ can say the same thing. Like, you beat a Wilder who we was gonna beat anyways if we'd had the opportunity to fight, being AJ and Eddie. That's the belief they had in their mind, that fight would have happened and they would have done that. So, and they would have said, bro, you lost to a short fat guy in Andy Ruiz. Yeah. So what you talking about 50-50? Like, how can you ask 50-50 when you didn't even knock out the fact? He knocked you out and you boxed him for 12 rounds. Like, those are the type of things that will make negotiations tough. And, you know, Tyson Fury being, you know what I mean, he can be difficult in those instances, and so can Eddie Hearn and AJ. They can all hold their cards to their vest, you know what I mean?
Yo, yesterday we was talking Earl, Pacquiao, Crawford, 50-50 splits, all that, right? And it's like, in this situation, you saying, well, Fury could be arguing that AJ isn't worth 50-50. And AJ could be arguing like, I got all the belts. Fury then argues, well, you lost to a fat dude that you wasn't supposed to lose to. And then AJ can argue and say, but I was paid twice more than you ever was paid to fight that fat guy, while you only got X amount of dollars to fight the dude you fought. You know what I mean? So, again, who's really the A side? Is it the dude that brings the money, or is it the dude with the better accomplishments? Because it seems to me that Anthony Joshua has been getting $32 million now for a few fights. And we all know that Saudi Arabia fight was way more than $32 million. and we all know that Fury only got, let's say, 25 for the Wilder second fight. So it's like, you know, are you really the A side? He's the money, he's the belts, and he's the one. And he's the one that actually has a relationship with Saudi Arabia and the Prince Khalid. So it's like, are you the A side? Should you even be asking for it?
I agree with you 100% as you laid it out. I was thinking about the same thing. Like, in the instance, like, he has the money. You know, he's bringing the fans. He's bringing the money. I mean, Tyson's bringing his own fans, too. Let's not get it twisted. But the money is definitely going to come from the AJ side because he can bring the site fee from Saudi Arabia. Or he can get, the, you know what I'm saying, the zone to put up that money to kind of match ESPN. And if that fight was supposed to happen, cross-promotion style. You know what I mean? So all those things work into factor. Tyson Fury's going to say, well, I'm the man that beat the man. You know what I mean? Nobody's never beaten me. I beat Vlad when he had all the belts. You know what I mean? I came back and I beat the baddest man, you know, I'm on the planet. So what you mean I don't deserve 50-50? Like, of course you got to give me 50-50. But at the end of the day, like, I worked my ass off to get the belts. I lost the belts in AJ. I got them back. You know what I'm saying? And I rose my stock even more. So there has to be. And that's why it's so difficult, even with the Earl and Bud thing. It's kind of like the same situation, just a little bit. There's a little bit of the same situation in the splits, man.
Yeah. No, listen. Definitely, I think some things that need to get ironed out. But let's talk about our chat. Shout out to the chat. Thank you for everybody tuning in and rocking out with us this morning. If you're already there, hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. But the chat is saying they've already agreed to 50-50. Keenahan handled that. Do you believe they agreed to 50-50? Do you believe that AJ and Eddie are cool with giving him 50-50?
That'd be whack. That'd be whack. If they're cool with giving Tyson 50-50 and then giving Wilder a chance to give 50-50, that shit's whack. But even if that happened, man, that's good for them, man. That's good business for them because they're going to get the fight. They're going to get the fight done. You know what I mean? They're going to get the fight done.
But let me ask you another question, because you're saying it's whack. So I got to ask you this. Like, you're saying, oh, they didn't give Wilder 50-50, but they want to give AJ 50-50. That's whack. But don't you think...
Tyson
50-50. But don't you think that Tyson deserves it because he beat Wilder? It's like, oh, yeah, he ain't deserved 50-50, but now y'all fought each other and the winner came out of there, so your stock rose.
Yeah, see, and the way you put it was beautiful. Your stock definitely rose, but at the end of the day, the time when Deontay Wilder was looking to fight AJ, his stock was already risen. He was already the baddest man on the planet. He was already
but he wasn't.
And he didn't have a loss.
But the argument for AJ and Eddie was no one knows him. Who are ya? Who are ya?
Correct.
So Wilder had to do, you know, he had to start making the groundwork. He fought Luis Ortiz. Then he went on pay-per-view 2 times. So that's how he got to where he's at.
That's difficult though because Tyson Fury was already kind of known in the UK. He was already known in the UK. So if you were to compare it, saying like his numbers compared to Wilder's at the time, it's going to be different, and his numbers continue to rise. But Tyson Fury has always been known in the UK more than Wilder's known in the US, so to speak. I would say. I could be wrong. Because I mean the UK, they're very on their sports.
Listen. I agree with you. Fury had to be known more in the UK than Wilder in the US because Fury beat Vlad. So and the UK fans, we know they really, 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 really love boxing. So like they tuning in. So Fury got old respect when he beat Vlad years ago.
Hey, right. What have you done for me lately, man? That's, you know what I mean? And they gonna say what you done for me lately? You beat Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, and I mean again, but the argument is the argument is, does he deserve 50-50? And I don't know if this is a good debate or a debate tactic that I'm about to use, but I don't know what you think. Fury, let's say my hypothetical argument is Fury does deserve 50-50 because he beat one of the 3 best heavyweights. Only one guy beat one of those, right? Like Andy did it and people called it a mistake. AJ righted his wrong. So there's only a 3-headed monster. So if I beat one of those fucking monsters, Why don't I deserve 50-50 now? I beat one of the top 3. You haven't. And in fact, you lost. I didn't. You lost to a guy you wasn't supposed to lose. I beat one of the dangerous guys. It was supposed to be me, you, and him. I beat one. How the fuck you won 50? I won 50. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%. You definitely made that case in that argument that, you know what I'm saying, there was 3 people there and now there's 2. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's split it down the middle, right? And make it happen.
Not only that, Rue bring up a good point. He beat Vlad first. So you made your bones off Vlad off a 2-year layoff in a vacant title. I beat him in Germany with a fucking a double padded mat.
Yeah, double padded. Yeah, I love it.
You like how I remembered that shit, huh? Double padded.
Yeah, but that's crazy though. He definitely has that. He definitely has to stake the claim to that. To beating Vlad at the time, Vlad being the man. He was, even though being a little older, but he was still the man. He was still holding them at the top, and at the top of the mountain, and he was, you know, looking down at everybody else. So he went up there and challenged himself, did it. But this time around, you know what I mean? The business of boxing kind of stopped those fights from happening for AJ. But it's not Fury's fault.
What business of boxing stopped? Which fights?
Like stop one of the top 3s, like AJ fighting Wilder.
Man, that ain't business of boxing. That wasn't
No?
the business of boxing. That was bad business in boxing. That was
bad
it.
business. Okay.
Come on, man. I mean, look. At the end of the day, if no one can be an adult, mature enough to say that in retrospect, you know, looking now that we are 3 years removed from that whole AJ Wilder bullshit, if you can't today say that Eddie and AJ was wrong offering one of the big 3, right? Ain't that a basketball term? One of the big 3. You offering one of the big 3 a flat fee. You sound just as stupid as Floyd did when he offered it to Pacquiao. But back then, people wasn't listening to that logic. Hopefully now, today, you know, 2021, February 15th, people like, yeah, Eddie and AJ was on some bullshit offering Wilder a flat fee. He just made $1.2 million with Fury. He just made $25 million guaranteed. He just made XYZ. Like, hopefully people can let that register and be like, damn, AJ and Eddie, they fucked up. But
so
they
fucked that deal up. And from your standpoint, they fucked that deal up.
Absolutely, but they won't, because their counter is going to be Wilder walked away from a $120 million 4-fight deal. That's their counter.
Right.
That's their counter. But the thing is that we can't get to DAZN's offer without first talking about Eddie's failed negotiations multiple times with Shelly Finkel and Wilder, and 2 flat fees that are on record, 15 and 17. One was like 12.5, the other one was like 17.5. So, you know, we can't get from A to C without knowing and speaking about what happened at bus stop number B, which was flat fees. And also tied to those flat fees was ridiculing, right? Name calling, defamation. It was so much in that B bus stop that Wilder had to get through that he said, fuck it, I'm going to the D stop. I'm gonna get Tyson. I'm gonna revive him. We're gonna resurrect him like Jesus Christ, and we're gonna have a great fight. And that's what it ended up being. You know, he made his own lane. But Fury did beat 2 perceived badasses.
But just hold on a second. Before you move on too far into that, he beating 2 badasses. I mean, that doesn't like make you think for half a second, like, why is it so easy to give Fury 50-50 at this particular point, but it was so difficult 3 years ago to make a fight happen with Wilder?
Well, because Fury beat Wilder. That's why. It's like I said, it's a three-headed beast, and only one man beat one of those 3, and it's kind of difficult. See, 3 years ago,
so he's the one that got the opportunity.
He didn't get the opportunity. AJ had the opportunity first. He just didn't take it. Remember, AJ was the A side. All he had to do was do a decent offer, and they would have said, yeah. But because there was only 3, and Fury's the only one to beat 1, it's like it's almost a given. It's almost a given that he gets what he wants, because, you know, I mean, you can't ignore that he beat Vlad when he's the one that dethroned Vlad. He's the one that blessed AJ with a vacant title. He vacated the IBF that AJ was later given. You understand what I'm saying? So like, we have to remember that. Don't forget that belt AJ has was Fury's.
Man, he wasn't given the belt, man. He knocked out Charles Martin for it.
Well,
that's okay. Keep going.
No. You're absolutely right. I take that back. He wasn't given the belt. Martin did go over there. It was
but you can
Martin.
almost say like he gave it to him,
it
though.
was Martin. It was Martin that was given the belt because Martin didn't win that fight. I forgot that dude's name. Maybe something like Glasscoff or some shit like that. Something weird.
Yeah.
An Eastern European name. He hurt his ankle, and Charles Martin won on technicality. I'll say this though. Again, retrospect, we all live and learn. It's growth. So whenever that fight happens, like 5 years ago now, Charles Martin would have beat that dude regardless of ankle injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, Charles Martin's shown us that he's a decent heavyweight.
He can make it happen if the opportunity is given. If he's in the right mind space, he's trained properly. He's a big dude, man. Charles Martin ain't no small. He's a big dude, and he can crack. And he's a southpaw. So you know what I mean. It just didn't work out for him, man. I'm almost thinking like they shouldn't have put him in that fight so early. Give him one defense before, you know what I'm saying, before he take on AJ. But it is what it is, man. You get the cash out.
I wanna address Rizzy. Just want to confirm, my man, he's definitely a member. So I want to just address that message that he has there. He says, Ness, stop it. Tyson Fury, bore-meated Vlad. You stop forgetting. So again, I'm not forgetting. Let me explain something to you and how boxing works, right? And we'll use what you perceive to be my favorite fighter. And that's only because you just started watching this channel. Years ago, they said my favorite fighter was Gabe Rosado, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford. Like, we switch per argument who's my favorite fighter. But right now, everyone believes that I protect Canelo as if he was my own son. So we'll use Canelo. Canelo tested positive, and he got a 6-month ban, right? Tyson Fury tested positive, and he got a 2-year ban. Now, there are people that have fought, and I'm trying to go through my mental, filing cabinets here, but oh shit, he just walked away. Oh, okay, there you go.
Let me see if I can help you. No, I'm still here.
I was about to say that. Let me see if you can help me. Do you recall someone that got a win and then post-fight drug analysis proved he was positive and that win was turned into a no contest? While you think of any actual name and case that you can give us to make this argument more solid, I'll continue with the argument. I know that those people exist, and we just have to find those names and let you know whose win was actually overturned to a no contest on BoxRec. So when that happens, that means that you were positive during competition, so you cheated. That's not the case with Canelo or with Tyson Fury. Now, is there an argument that they were on whatever banned substance they popped for during competition? Yes, there's an argument. But what there is not is proof that they fought on that drug.
I'll give you a famous one.
Go ahead.
And, actually, the first one would be Mike Tyson versus Andrew Galata.
Mm-hmm.
He days after the fight, Mike Tyson was suspended for having tested positive for marijuana, and that fight was overturned and changed to a no contest.
So my point is this: when Rizzy says, "Yo, stop it, Ness," he used bull meat to beat Vlad, they would have overturned the win. He would have not been known as an undisputed champion. He's undisputed.
Also, one that's really not to cut you. One that's very, very recent was Franchon Cruz versus Jimenez, right?
Exactly. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So just remember that in boxing, if you are positive during competition and they can prove it, your win will be overturned.
Might take a little time, but it'll happen. It'll definitely happen.
Steven Tunnels, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but my man Steven in the UK. We do have a Tyson Fury. If Doomy's in the chat or I think it's Ignorant Boxing, they can switch it out. The thing is that until we get a certain amount of members, we only have a certain amount of emojis. So we rotate them around, and that's that for now. We got LV Slugger says, Fury is not a star. He don't even have a TBV emoji. Again, that's not true. He does have an emoji. We just swap it out. Right now, Al Heyman is there. So, like, Doomy might swap out Al, put in Fury, and you have to refresh your page. And then, you know, Fury's there because it's a Fury show. That's kind of how we do it according to the show. But Doomy hasn't done it. And I don't know how to swap out. I don't.
Yeah, Rizzy, I don't know if you want to respond to that one that Rizzy came back with. But in the meantime, man, y'all go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, man. We got over 360 people in here right now watching, listening around the world. We appreciate you so very much. Do yourself a favor and do us a favor and smash that thumbs up button. We only got 100 thumbs up. Let's get them numbers up to at least 200. 200 thumbs up. And while you're at it, if you haven't, smash that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. What's up?
What I want to say is shout out to you for finding the Mike Tyson thing, but I want to say shout out to Mike. You've been vindicated all these years later. You know, people could have probably, like, if Boxing Voice existed when Mike and Galata fought, I probably would have been like, oh shit, Mike was using weed as a masking agent. Remember when they called the weed that Julio Cesar Chavez smoked a masking agent for the diuretic because they believed he couldn't make weight, so he was using a diuretic to lose the weight and smoke the weed to mask the diuretic so that when you take a test, what shows up is the THC versus the diuretic. So
you know why though? Real quick, because marijuana is a natural diuretic.
I mean, natural diuretic in the sense that it doesn't, it hinders your appetite because it's individual. You know, you might smoke and get the munchies. I'm a dude that smokes and I don't get hungry. That's not my thing.
No, I'm talking about make you use the bathroom. It makes you regular. Marijuana, yeah. No? Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, man, you Jamaican, man. You might know some shit I don't know.
It was medically, like, scientifically proven that it's a natural diuretic. So, but anyways, that's another story. But yeah, Tyson was definitely vindicated after that fight. Marijuana is a masking agent. That's good. Do they actually do that? Because I don't know nothing but steroids. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold nobody and say I know.
Marijuana's absolute. Listen, Overeem or whatever that MMA dude, you know, I mean, there's plenty of people that pop for weed. And I mean, just Google that too. Like, is marijuana used as a masking agent? It comes up.
Cool. But yo, I think that one of the few issues that you're talking about could be potentially, from my standpoint.
Oh my God, we got a Charles Martin emoji. Oh y'all really don't fuck with certain fighters. Like, Charles got a fucking emoji, bro, and that wasn't just this. So why they don't put Fury in, man? Where you at, Doomy? Switch this up, man. Charles Martin got an emoji. That's cray.
But yeah,
Rizzy, absolutely.
Litigation?
I absolutely always smoke while taking a shit, but I don't smoke to take a shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, if I smoke, it doesn't make me want to use the bathroom. Like, y'all tripping, man. I don't know what y'all talking. Maybe if y'all eat it or some shit, I could see that, because I know I've eaten some natural brownies. Like, my man made some natural brownies, and you know how you is when you first, you know, whipping up your batch. It be too, you try to make it too potent. So when you biting into that, all you taste is the bud, and man, you know that should make you throw up. That should make you throw. When you too high off edibles, you throwing up. That's what's definitely going down. But you ain't
too high. Period. You go throw up.
You ain't going to the bathroom, man. I mean, I don't know, champies. I don't know. Maybe we all different, which we are.
Definitely. But yo, honestly, what do you think? Do you think one of the 5 issues or the few issues is the Wilder litigation?
I mean, I gotta believe litigations is definitely a hiccup. Like, finding out what's the outcome. Like, Bob and Eddie are obviously sitting around like, yo, all right, so we find out XYZ date what's going on with this Wilder shit. And if it's cut him a check, we cut him a check. I think that's what, you know, like, that's what, because the rumor is that they might have to pay Wilder.
Right.
So I mean, you know. Oh, they refreshed it. The emoji's there for Tyson Fury. For all you Tyson Fury fans, it's there. But we got statistics, man, and truth be told, Deontay Wilder's emoji gets used more than any other emoji, man. So he's still the star, man. He's still the star. The Dazn one, look, y'all had to ask for it because it wasn't being used, man. So the Mac is back, though. You know, the Mac is definitely back in the emojis, and you can check it out. Listen,
talk to me.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, we've been talking about this shit for a year. I said that before you jumped on. It's been a year. This whole Fury Joshua shit. You know, a year of them. Oh, Wilder should step aside. Oh, Wilder contract expired. Like, so many reasons why they saying AJ Fury should happen. Yet it hasn't happened. Yet it hasn't been announced. We've been reporting on it's almost done. It's done. They've agreed on terms. I mean, I thought they agreed on terms. Why are there 5 hiccups?
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's close to over a year to date that these guys have been out the ring.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. For Fury, remember, he fought, what, February 28th? Wasn't the Wilder Fury fight February 28th?
Of what, 2020 or 2019? 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Wilder Fury.
Right. Yeah, it's about a year. Today's what?
The 15th. Not yet. That's what I'm saying.
Close.
10 more members and we unlock a new emoji. 10 more members and we get a new emoji. Which one do we get, Alex?
You, man, they're not trying to give us no Charlo emoji. We be asking for that for weeks.
Yo, but CYP's emoji too. They tripping, man. No CYP emoji, you know. It's crazy. CYP one caller of the year. But listen, man, speaking of caller of the year, we're going to be opening up these phone lines. You want to call in, you know the number, 1-425-569-5241. I'm putting it in the chat for those that can't, you want to see it written out. Well, there it is. Go ahead and call us. You could also add Nesta Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Damn, Spence calling. I wanted Spence on this link. He wildin'.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for sure. Appreciate y'all coming in. Let's get them thumbs up, man. Let's go. Hit the thumbs up button, y'all.
Spence, what's going on? I wanted you to follow the link I sent you, champ, so you could be live versus on the line.
Okay. I'll do that now. So, all right, man. No problem.
All right. Hopefully his service sounds a little bit better when he jumps on this link. Yeah, man. But let's get Spencer Farron on. See if he knows any inside stuff on this whole spring match. You know, being as though he's in that side of the world.
There you go. But, yo, man, don't forget, get y'all thoughts together. Together, we are talking about Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Does it really happen? Or is Wilder litigation a roadblock? Right? There's a few things that's been coming up. What is it? Is it the money? Is it who walks first? Is it whose name goes first on the poster? Is it who gets the nicer hotel room? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Who gets the better breakfast?
Nicer hotel room. That's crazy. Let me open up these lines while we wait on Spence in case he's jumping on. Oh,
here, bro.
Oh, he's here, bro. What's going on?
I'm blessed, man. What's going on your end, bro?
Oh, man, we're also blessed and just talking Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. It looks like Bob Arum just came out and said, Spence, if you get an opportunity, turn that camera on so the world could check you out. But yeah, the quote from Bob Arum
I'm driving.
You're
driving, bro.
You're driving. Okay.
I'm in my car driving. Sorry, man.
No problem. So the quote from Bob Arum is that Bob Arum has declared that there are now less than a handful of issues to be resolved before Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is done. The issues are dwindling. Now, the number is less than a handful, so I'm very optimistic this is gonna go over the line. Yeah, man, I mean, what could you tell us about this unification for Undisputed, and do you see it happening? And when do you foresee it happening? Like what month? Because it's been like a year now we're talking about this. Like we literally just been going through the timeline, and Wilder and Fury would have fought in, you know, to the date in about 10 or 13 days from now, making both those men out of the ring for longer than a year. And that same time has been simultaneously the time that, you know, AJ Fury's been talked about ever since Fury beat Wilder. People have pushed their attention to this, but we haven't even gotten an official announcement. You know, at one point it was agreed on, another point, you know, the terms were good, and we just, no announcement though, no official date, no press conference. Why do you think that is? Oh shit, I was wondering why he was so quiet.
Eyes and crossing teeth. Hear me?
Now we can't,
Hello,
man.
hello?
I guess it's because you're driving.
Is it bad? One second.
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
good.
pull
You're
over.
good now. You're good now.
All right, I'm saying the reason being is because in a fight like this, there's going to be a lot of dotting the I's and crossing of the T's. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Right, and that's what is meant to be expected of a fight of this magnitude. No?
Absolutely.
Nope.
No,
Exactly.
I
So-
agree. So, Spence, do you think this happens in the UK, or is this really like a Saudi Arabia fight?
It's going to happen in the Middle East, I believe.
And now, will it be the same Prince Khalid and over there in Diriyah where AJ fought Ruiz, or is it a different part of the Middle East?
You know what? I'm not quite rightly sure, but I believe that the Middle East would be like one of the number one places that is going to happen. That's what I would believe. And if it does, then I'm looking forward to the fight because it's going to be a good fight.
Okay.
Now I'm picking Fury, and rightfully so. I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. I thought that Wilder would beat both of them, and he didn't beat Fury. So I see Fury as
All right, so in this, do you think that Wilder won the first fight?
I mean, you know, one is a very difficult word to use because he wasn't awarded the knockout. So, you know.
No, but do you think that he won the first fight? I'm asking you a question. No, because he wasn't awarded a knockout. Do you think he won the first fight?
I think I definitely watched it live and was recorded and called it a draw live.
You called it a draw live?
Yeah, because I'm not like most. I definitely gave Wilder more early rounds, especially when he hurt Fury with the jab, broke his nose or busted his nose. People gave him no credit. You know, they make it seem as if Wilder didn't win a round until the 9th. That's absolutely not true. Those early rounds, it was feeling out rounds, and it was a battle of the jabs. And, you know, I thought Wilder landed the harder jabs. I think it might be the second or even the third round. I haven't watched it in a while, you know.
I'd say second round.
But to make it seem that Wilder won no rounds in the beginning of the fight until the knockdown, it's an absolute lie. That's like the same people that needed the rematch for Floyd and Maidana. Like they said Floyd lost the first 6 rounds. That wasn't true, you know. And that's just the way I see it.
I was at that fight. That's ridiculous. He didn't lose the first 6 rounds at all.
Of course not. He barely lost the first 4. Barely, because, you know, again, it's so far long ago, but I believe Floyd easily won the second round, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? But, you know, people, when you're that good and you don't get hit and then you get hit, like when Floyd got hit by Mose, you're like, oh my God, he finally got touched. So you over assess, I believe, is what people do. But yeah. So the second fight, he definitely beat Wilder. And you know,
so okay, wait 1 second. The second fight, he definitely beat Wilder.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think there was any dodgy dealings going on there for Tyson Fury?
I mean, look, I don't get into all the conspiracies. The gloves absolutely look ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that other than the Muhammad Ali old 1950s photos with gloves that they're nowhere near manufactured the way they look now.
You're talking about Muhammad Ali in 1975 when he fights Joe Frazier in the Rumble in the Jungle. Sorry, in the Thriller in Manila. That's what you're talking about.
You're the historian. Thank you for telling the listeners the exact date. But the point still remains that the gloves back then and the way they're manufactured now and what they use now, they're nowhere near the same, man. Like, those gloves were dodgy until anything comes out, you know. Fury is the winner, and because he won the way that he won and fought in two different styles in both fights, I think he's more versatile than Anthony Joshua. And I'll end it with this: when AJ attempted to box,
I'm asking you a question.
No,
there,
of
bro.
course. Wait.
So
hold on. I don't mean I'm going to end the conversation. I mean I'll end this. What I mean is when AJ attempted to box, he doesn't look nearly as comfortable as Fury when Fury boxes. So now Fury has shown us that he can box.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's because Tyson Fury is a fighting man, and boxing is not a relatively new thing to him. Boxing is a relatively new thing to Anthony Joshua, hence why we should give him so much credit, because he only turned up in the game 12 years ago.
I mean, I thought we were asking who wins, not who deserves credit. I thought that's what the argument was.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I'm saying that Anthony Joshua deserves all the credit in the world for him being
where he's at.
Like it's being formulated for something relatively new for him. For gone out and got the successes in which he has achieved. We've got to give Anthony Joshua all the credit in the world. That's number one. Number two, I thought Deontay Wilder said that his suit was too heavy. Wasn't the suit too heavy, or did you not say that?
I mean, I thought we were talking AJ, Fury, and who wins.
Yeah, I want to get my point real quick.
I'm talking.
But yeah, I'll wait.
But I'm just assessing the whole thing first before I go on to that. I'm just assessing the whole thing first.
Okay, so what was the question? What was the question?
Right, my question is, I thought the suit was too heavy on Deontay Wilder's part. I thought that's what he alluded to.
That's what the audio states.
Okay then, right. So Deontay Wilder said the suit was too heavy, but then I thought that was Mark Breland that drugged him.
That's also what the audio states.
Right. So what do you believe that Mark Breland drugged him?
Well, I believe this, that you are a historian and you can tell this story a lot better. But George Foreman, how many excuses did George Foreman give after Muhammad Ali? You know all of them, please.
Foreman, okay. George Foreman, George Foreman Ali is October 1974, right? George Foreman stated that he was drugged by Dick Sadler. Do you know who Dick Sadler was? Dick Sadler was the brother of Sandy Sadler, the great featherweight champion, right? Who beat Willie Pep 3 times out of 4. He said that he was drugged, but George Foreman was saying, like, in hindsight now, that he just picked out any excuse and there was a marinating similarity between guys who are knockout artists.
Yeah.
When things don't go their way, they just can't believe that this is not in the script, and because it's not in the script, then it's got to be everybody else's fault, and you're not taking fault of what you've done yourself. And if you look at this, there's a similarity between George Foreman and Deontay Wilder, early George Foreman, because of lack of boxing technique. Because they knew that all I got to do is just touch you and you're gone. So therefore, you're not working on the things to prolong your career. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's not me hating on Deontay Wilder, because I'm sick and tired of these idiots trying to say that I'm trying to hate on Deontay Wilder. Not trying to hate on Deontay Wilder. I've got a lot of love for Deontay Wilder. I'm sick and tired of you guys over in America, not you guys, but certain guys in America.
But you see how it could be perceived that way, right? Allow me to explain. You just asked
How could it be perceived? How could it be perceived that way?
It could be perceived that you are a Deontay Wilder hater because you just asked us to give AJ credit because AJ is in his infancy in his boxing career, and for what he was able to do in the amount of time, he deserves credit. So that same credit should be given to Wilder, in my opinion, because Wilder's
One second. I've never ever discredited Deontay Wilder on anything but the excuses. I hate the excuses. Take your ass in as a man. This is how it is. Take it as a man, brush yourself off, and when you come back, You don't need to say I told you so, but you come back and you do what you got to go and do. Yeah. What you don't do is pluck excuse after excuse after excuse. No. Hold up a second. I'm talking now because I gave you a little chance. You never want to.
Well,
now I'm telling you now. Don't go out and pick excuse after excuse after excuse, but then have no evidence. But if you got the evidence on your if you got your evidence on your excuses, my friend, I will hold up banners and I'll walk around London with like free Deontay Wilder. I'm telling you now. But if you ain't coming with nothing, I can't roll with that. I'm sorry.
But that's my point for having you on. You are the historian. You know that this has notoriously been done in boxing. Fighters can't deal with losing. Fighters can't deal with losing. You just told us George Foreman.
No, fighters, not just fighters. No, guys who come with this form of invincibility, right? And they come with a form of invincibility because they know if I just touch this bitch, you're gone. And when it doesn't happen, then it's got to be, they were working with something else. This and that was happening.
Okay,
Deontay Wilder said, wait a minute. Deontay Wilder said, when I go in the ring, it's like something takes over my body. These are his talks. So what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say like the power, or I'm not talking the power, punching power. I'm saying the power of the entity of worship that Tyson Fury affiliates to is more stronger than yours. You're African, bro. No, it's not stronger because it's the same thing. So that's all I'm rolling with. And this is what you guys need to understand. A lot of you guys need to understand, bro. We get too twisted. I'm going to keep this 100, yeah? A lot of people were being reliant. A lot of black people were being reliant on Deontay Wilder. They were being reliant on Deontay Wilder, and I get it. Don't turn around and think I don't get it.
But define reliant. Define reliant. I want to know specifically what you mean by a lot of black people were reliant on Deontay Wilder.
They were reliant on Deontay Wilder for the simple fact that he was the glimmering light of hope in the time of deformed oppression that we believe that we're under. You know what I mean? And it's all down to your thoughts.
Did you pull over, Spence? I'm sorry. Did you? Because if you pulled over, we need to have you on camera, man. Get your face on here. Ruining our interview, man. Get the fight right, man. What's up?
Bro.
We want to see who we talking to, man.
I don't know how to work this damn thing. You know this is new to me, bruv.
Hey, my Jamaican brethren, Francis out there in Toronto. You know,
what's up?
You see, he hasn't answered. He went completely away from AJ versus Fury.
Yeah, I wanted to even greet Mr. Fury. You know what I mean? I didn't get a chance. He came in hot and fiery. I'm just watching it going, man. I love it. I love it. Keep going.
Bro, I've turned on the camera, but I don't have to work this damn thing, man.
Nah, it's on. It's on.
Good.
All you gotta do is find
the right.
Yeah, we see you. We see you. Talk to us now.
Okay.
Shine all shine on you.
So
all shine. Right. You like the new Range Rover? You like the new range?
Of course, Dan, and he got Apple Play on there. I love it.
Okay.
All right. So we're talking Tyson Fury beating Anthony Joshua, and in my opinion, who do you got, Francis?
I got AJ in that fight. I got AJ with the potential late round stoppage from me.
8th round or late round?
Late.
Spence?
Yeah, what about it?
Who you got, champ?
Who have I got?
Who have you got?
You're
notorious for making predictions.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100% real. I see an argument for both guys winning, but I know exactly what Anthony Joshua would have to go and do to win that fight, and it's kind of second nature to Tyson Fury what he'll have to go implement to go win this fight, right? But I'm gonna keep this thing 100. Anthony Joshua is a thing where he's gonna properly need to go back to the core fundamentals, and the core fundamentals, what brought him into this game was his tenacity, and he could knock guys out. And do I think that he could get inside on Tyson Fury? Absolutely, I believe that he could get inside. But whether he can administer it to get inside, then that's another story. But I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm really looking forward to this. And as soon as it's announced, when we're closer to the fight, I can properly give you a proper breakdown, because I like to see guys' body language prior to the fight. I hear a lot of gossip on what goes on inside and outside this game. Everybody knows this. And then I can make a real definitive. But right now, you'd have to favor Tyson Fury to beat Anthony Joshua because of his boxing prowess.
That's right.
And he's more multifaceted than Anthony Joshua. But what I am saying is this.
And his stamina, Spence. And you never seen Tyson and his stamina. You never seen Tyson Fury get gas. And AJ notoriously known for a 6-round fighter.
No. Well, was he a 6-round fighter when he won back his title against Ruiz? Was he a 6-round fighter?
Come on, man. What? You talking about the rematch? You talking about the rematch?
Was he a 6-round fighter? You said he's a 6-round fighter.
Bro, that was a track.
He went 12 rounds.
That was a track.
He's
that was a fucking track meet,
was it,
man.
All up, my
was he in a marathon?
Was he a 6-round fighter? Was it all up, my Dominican friend, right? Was he a 6-round fighter when he beat Joseph Parker to win the WBO title to attach that to his already won WBA and IBF title? Was he a 6-round fighter then?
He was exhausted, man. You know that.
Was he a 6-round fighter?
What I meant by 6 rounds, that he gets gas, Spence. Not that he don't go past 6. Come on.
Wait. But you said he's a 6-round fighter. You said he's a 6-round fighter.
In the sense that he gets gas after
but then
6.
you have to say what you're saying properly, Ness. You can't say he's a 6-round fighter, but he gets gas and then he can do the 12. He done 12 rounds, bruv. You know what I mean? He done 12 rounds. He's done it twice.
So you telling me I'm making up the fact that people believe AJ gets gas? Am I making this up?
All right, then.
Is that not the perception?
Where's the evidence? Show me the evidence that AJ gets gas, bro.
The fights, man. What the hell?
What fights? Name me the fights. Name me the fights.
Vlad fight. Go with the Vlad fight.
What?
Go with the Vlad fight.
Wait a minute. Okay. Going with the Vlad fight. Are you not, look, see what I'm trying to say? When you're picking out things, right, you got to be it's me you're talking to, you know, and my memory's ridiculous.
Mine too.
When you're going with the Vlad fight, all up. When you're going with the Vlad fight, and you're saying, in the Vlad fight, he was tired. Wasn't he in with an all-time great at the time? Yes or no?
All-time great? That's a stretch, man.
Was he?
That's a stretch, man.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that Vladimir Klitschko's not an all-time great?
All-time? I don't know,
He's not an all-time great.
I need the definition of all-time, man. I need who else is in that club?
Bruv.
Who else is in that club?
How long was he world champion for?
12 years.
12 years?
Yeah.
So you're not all-time great? You're a world champion for 12 years, you're not all-time great?
And you're going to tell me that his fucking resume wasn't notoriously ridiculed because he ain't fight nobody, and the people he's fighting now are getting shine?
One second. Nobody like who? He fought who was around. Nobody like who?
He fought the people that was there. They called. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Did he not beat David Hayes?
HBO.
Listen to me. But David Hayes the same complexion as you, bro.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
Tag me in.
Did he not beat David Hayes?
Tag me in. Did HBO not boot his ass? Did HBO not boot him off the network? Name another fighter that got booted. Name another fighter that got booted off the network. Oh, Guillermo Rigondeaux. I wonder why. Stop it, Spence. Stop it. Vladimir Klitschko was not excited.
No.
He was not excited.
Well, all up. So I'm backing it now.
Go ahead.
Wait there. He's not exciting. Doesn't mean that he's not great. He's not exciting. Does not mean that he's not great.
Bruh, he was fighting.
Listen to me. Listen.
He made Manuel Char famous, man. The people he fought, we didn't know. We didn't know none of those dudes that he fought. He made them famous, and now those dudes are getting shine. Manuel Char and what was the other dude? Yo, this dude's resume. Yo, he lost to Samuel Peters, wasn't it?
Bro.
Lemaine Brewster, like chill, man.
You know, he didn't lose to Samuel Peters. You're wrong. He got floored by him. He didn't lose to him. You see?
I said
Come
Lehman
on, man.
Brewster.
You meant to know this shit.
I said Lehman Brewster too.
No, he lost to Lehman Brewster.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, the guy's an all-time great. He's an all-time great who's world heavyweight champion for 12 years, and no American could beat him. No American. Listen, American? All up, Bridget. Listen. Are you gonna let me talk?
Yeah.
What American was there? What American was there to beat him? Nobody.
Wasn't it?
It took a man from the UK.
Wait, didn't Saunders?
It took a man from the UK to
He
beat
gonna
him.
make me Google him. Wasn't it Saunders that beat him? What you talking about, man? You wilding right now. Well, did an American beat him first?
I said, listen.
Wasn't it American? Wasn't an American that beat him? Hold on, no. It's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn. Wasn't it an American that beat him? An American that fixed him? Wasn't it an American that beat him? An American that rebuilt his motherfucking ass? If it had not been for Emmanuel Stewart, rest in peace, he'd never be whatever you calling him. He'd never be whatever you calling him.
Brother, you're missing.
You know it.
You're missing.
You're
missing the whole.
His resurrection. His resurrection came with an American. His resurrection came with an American.
Let me tell you this. Hold up. I'll be talking now. You get all. Where up? Hey, yo. Let me tell you this now. I want you to listen good. Regardless of what you may think or not think that he got beat by this guy and that, the man was a world champion for 10 rotted years. Listen, at the time when he was champion, on his second sitting as a world champion, there was nobody to beat him. 10 friggin' years. Give the man his dues, my friend.
I gave him.
You're not
his
going to give him his dues.
I'm giving him his
You're
dues.
not going to give him his
Listen
dues.
to me. I always give him his dues.
Listen to me.
Always.
So therefore, that qualifies the man and quantifies the man for being an all-time great. I'm not saying he's top-tier all-time great. He's an all-time great.
That's a stretch for me. Let me ask you. You the historian. Who on his resume is a first ballot Hall of Famer? Who he beat this first ballot?
First ballot.
Yeah. Who did Vladimir Klitschko? Man, get the fuck out of here. Yo, Spence, you tripping, man.
David Hay.
My
as a
toe.
cruiserweight. You see.
My toe.
See, I'm trying to say.
Yo.
David Hay as a cruiserweight is going to be a Hall of Famer first-time balloter. I guarantee you.
For beating Macronelli? Come on, man.
What are we talking about for me? Like Macronelli was rubbish. You're gonna like Macronelli was rubbish.
Ain't that who he undisputed with?
Who?
Macronelli, wasn't that?
Hey, what, I'm gonna click it. You guys are disrespecting. Let me tell you this. You guys are disrespecting David Hay now.
No, I'm not disrespecting him. I'm not disrespecting him.
When David Hay was on fire, you Yankee man was gassed by David Hay. I can tell you that now.
I was.
Don't disrespect David Hay.
Let me talk now.
Don't disrespect David Hay.
Let me talk now. You absolutely right. You never been more right. David Hay was one of the first UK dudes to transcend and cross over to me as an American. And I lived through you glossed me. And I was like, God damn, this dude is such a fucking ballsy motherfucker. Right there, he just hooks off on Chisora with a bottle in his hand. And then he's got a shirt. Decapitated Vladimir Klitschko. You said it. Your memory's great, so is mine for the shit I lived through. So you know what happened with David Hay? He lied to us. He built up this monster in him, and he got Americans to believe that he was going to dethrone Vlad, that he was going to rid us of Vlad's boring ass. And you know what the fuck he did? He shit the bed, and he fell to the floor on all fours. Maybe 8 times he fell on all fours. Every time Vlad leaned over, he fell like he was a fucking a dog. Why? Why would you do that? And then he blamed his toe. You talking about excuses? You dissing Deontay Wilder? Did you diss him for that fucking toe?
I did. Of course I did.
I hope so.
Of course I did. I just want you to know that. Of course I did. But you're turning around trying to say that David Hay weren't this accomplished guy. As a cruiserweight, David Hay is one of the greatest cruiserweights of all time. Name me someone better than him apart from Evander Holyfield. Name me.
Evander Holyfield. That's all. Evander Holyfield.
Other.
Why are we excluding an all-time great? We talking about all-time greats. We talking about all-time greats.
Listen to me, I tell you, right? I'm saying to you now, name me someone other than Evander. So David Hay is an all-time great.
Why are we excluding all-time greats?
He's an all-time great.
Listen, cruiserweight was notoriously a boring division anyway. You and I know it. It was dominated. It's always been dominated by Eastern. It's always been dominated by Eastern Europeans. First of all, why David Hay never fought Steve Cunningham?
Well, do you think he was ducking Steve Cunningham?
I'm not saying that, but Steve Cunningham was an American traveling to the Eastern European, and he was a 2-time IBF champ.
Because let me tell you, I like Steve Cunningham. He's a really stand-up guy. but he never came with no price tag. There wasn't no money for him to fight him. There was
so,
money for him to fight
So
McInerney.
high risk, low reward is what you're saying.
No, it was not a case of high risk, low reward. Wait a minute, did he not beat? He went to. This is one of British boxing's greatest overseas wins when he went to France and dethroned Jean-Marc Mormec. Mormec ain't no joke, you know. Mormec's a serious fighter.
Mormec is only known for losing to Vlad. Stop it, man. Stop it, man.
You guys, you see what I'm trying to say? You just started watching boxing last week. I can't debate with you, bro. Trust me.
Give me Mormec's biggest win.
You know why?
Give me Mormec's biggest win.
When you debate, when you debate with guys of lesser knowledge than you, they drag you down to their experience and they beat you because they're far more experienced.
You know why you saying that?
You're beating me on your experience with your lack of knowledge, man.
No.
Instead of your little lack of knowledge,
Absolutely not. Absolutely
not. I'm cool doing my thing, bro.
You don't want to talk facts. Mormec's biggest win is fucking Frezzo Kendo, man. Name a bigger win than Frezzo Kendo on Mormec's fucking resume. You wanna dumb the conversation down.
Did he not beat Braithwaite?
You wanna dumb the conversation down.
Did he not beat Braithwaite? Did he not beat Braithwaite? Yes or no?
Bruh,
Braithwaite was a friggin' good fighter.
Come on, man. No. What did he do? Has he ever been a world champ? Oh, damn, he did beat Hernandez. He beat Hernandez.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't need to revert to any computer because all up here, son. Right? It's all up here, mate.
Bruv, it don't matter.
Anyway, let's go back to what we was originally say. Come on, seriously. Let's go back to what we was originally
No, because the world needs to know that after Braithwaite lost to Mormec, he also lost to Guillermo Jones, who was also very old. We both know Guillermo's.
Wait. Yeah, but
no, Guillermo's good.
Of that,
he's good. He's
Guillermo
good.
Jones is a good friggin' fighter, mate.
I say he's good.
Guillermo Jones got
I say he's
with
good.
Johnny Nelson.
I say he's good.
Johnny Nelson's a friggin' good fighter, mate.
I say he's good, but we gotta say that he was old. He was old. You know what I'm saying? He was old already, and he's still old. You know.
Anyway, you're winding up my blood pressure today.
Yeah, because you trying to make David Haye and Vlad all-time greats, man. That's crazy right now. Like this.
What are you talking about? I'm telling you now. Listen, you go put out a poll that Vladimir Klitschko's not all-time great. He's an all-time great, man.
I mean, it's arguable, man. It's arguable.
He's an all-time great.
Francis,
he's an all-time great.
That's Dr. Stillhammer, man. That's Dr. Stillhammer, man. You gotta give him some credit, man.
That's
Dr.
question.
All right, then this is the next thing. All right, check this one out.
But
yeah?
you changed the argument.
Reigning.
You changed the argument. The argument is AJ Joshua, man. You real good. You real good at changing the debate.
Me have done you with a little piece of history. Hear me, I tell you. Joe Louis, all-time great, right?
Joe Louis?
All-time great.
Uh-huh.
I'm asking you a question. Yes or no?
You the historian, man. You the historian.
No. I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question.
That's what
Are you trying to answer it?
That's what I've been taught. He's an all-time great. That's what I've been taught.
Okay. All right.
I didn't live that era. I didn't live that era.
If you look at Joe Louis, hold up, big man. Hold up, I'm talking. If you look at Joe Louis's career, I'm not saying Joe Louis was an all-time great. He's all-time great. But if you look at his career and we look at the guys that he beat, there weren't many men on there that were first-time Hall of Famers to jump into the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Not many, right? Mm-hmm. I could tell you the ones that he beat, that were first-time balloters, or guys that he went in with, like, what was it? September 27th, 1951, when he fights Eze Charles, but he loses that fight. But go look through Joe Louis's record. He had a tour called the Bum of the Month.
Yep.
Now, it can't. What I mean?
But they said that about Foreman too, man.
Listen, what's got to be good for the goose has to be good for the gander.
And it is.
Right?
They said that about Foreman too.
Exactly. So Vladimir Klitschko is an all-time great. Give the guy his dues. He's lower tier all-time great. He ain't upper echelons all-time great, but he's still an all-time great. The man was a world champion for over 10 years.
Give us the definition.
Give the man his credit.
Just give me the definition.
Ness, hold on. Let me get something real quick.
I just want the definition of all-time great, so that because like we just learned. I'm gonna be honest. We just learned the definition of gatekeeper and journeyman. You know, we had them switched up. You know, gatekeeper is Sean Porter right now. You know, you beat Porter, you get a title shot. You know, journeyman is something totally different than that. We just learned that. So what is the definition of all-time great?
All-time great.
Yes.
Your consistency as a world champion, right? And also your longevity as a world champion. And your style of which you fought and the guys that you defeated. Now, we can look and say his style weren't too. He got kicked off of HBO because he was boring. That's all it was.
Oh, you admitting it?
It was yeah, of course he was boring. But you didn't hear me say that he was an all-time exciting fighter. I say he's an all-time great.
So how could you be great if nobody wants to see you, man?
What are you talking about, Hakim? Wait a minute. If Willie Pep was around now, people wouldn't be queuing up to go watch Willie Pep. I guarantee you that now. I guarantee you that now. They would not be queuing up to go and watch Willie Pep.
I love boxers, man. I was a Purnell fan. I love boxers.
Wait. You wouldn't be queuing up to go and watch Willie Pep. I'm telling you this now. You wouldn't be queuing up. I'm talking about in numbers. There wouldn't be droves who would be running out to go and watch great tacticians like Mike McCullum.
Is Wilder an all-time great in your opinion?
No, he's not an all-time great.
Why not?
You know what I mean?
Why not?
Because, and I'm going to explain to you why he's not an all-time great. Because just by your analogy, you're saying, well, who has Wilder beat? Some use it to you. Well, who's Wilder beat to say that he's an all-time great?
Luis Ortiz, Dominic Brazil.
Luis Ortiz. Dominic Brazil, are you for real? I ain't disrespecting Dominic Brazil, can't name. But are you for real?
I mean,
Dominic Brazil. Yeah, Dominic Brazil qualifies a guy to be an all-time great.
I'm saying the correlation.
Wait.
Same way you giving.
But let me see your question. I'm saying, listen to me.
You saying John McMorman qualifies Vlad? What the fuck is the difference? You saying Mormac?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that John McMormac qualified Vlad.
You brought him up as a credible.
David Haye. No. Don't quote me correctly.
He's on Vlad's resume.
Devilish Americans.
He's on Vlad's resume.
I'm saying he qualifies David Haye. It qualifies David Haye because David Haye knocked him out to become the WBC and WBA World Cruiserweight Champion.
So you don't give Vlad credit for it then? So you saying you don't give Vlad credit for beating him too? Because I'm lost here. How you giving Haye credit but not Vlad?
Because they weren't the same weights.
All right, so so you agreeing with me that Vlad was fighting garbage fighters? Nobodies.
No, I'm agreeing with. No, I'm not.
I mean, you're not giving him credit. You're not giving him credit.
No, you called Mormac, and I'm saying Mormac. I'm justifying Mormac as a cruiserweight and not as a heavyweight. Just like I'm justifying the fact that you're saying is Wilder an all-time great. No, he's an all-time great puncher, but he's not going to go down in the analogs of history as an all-time great. Not yet.
With
if he comes back and wins the title, which I think that he can do. Don't feel I can't. I think he can do. You can punch like him, yeah, but he needs to sharpen up on certain things. He needs to certain fundamentals that he skipped that day in class. He needs to go back to class and rectify those things. And I think if he come back and win the world heavyweight title in emphatic fashion, he's gonna be an all-time great. So, right now, I don't say that Tyson went up. Right now, I don't say Tyson Fury is an all-time great.
Whoa.
Right? And Tyson Fury whooped the ass out of Deontay Wilder. He's not an all-time great yet, bro.
Tag me in, man. Tag me in. Bro, your logic, you taking us in circles. Hold on, Francis. Hold on. You taking us in circles.
Let the bridge
No, I gotta say this.
Let your guy get
Yeah, but let me say this. But let me say this, bro. You taking us in circles. You just said Vlad's an all-time great. Tyson Fury beats Vlad. He's the one that ends his 12-year reign, and you said he's not a fucking all-time great. He beat an all-time great. He beat an all-time great.
Wait a minute. Do you want me to tell your history now?
Yeah, I need history lesson.
Jose Napoli, all-time great, right? Would you say that?
I don't know who spell his name. What the fuck? Who?
Jose Napoli.
Napolis.
Right?
Here we go.
Mantequilla. Right, Jose Napoli is a welterweight champion of the world, right?
Nickname Mantequilla, was a Cuban-born Mexican boxer. Damn, that's a
So how the hell can I talk to you, man? You don't even know who Jose Napoli is. Jose Napoli is one of the greatest welterweights of all time. You guys don't even know.
He was born in 1940.
No, he wasn't 1940. Wait a minute, but he fought in the 70s. Shut the fuck up, man. You lot don't even know shit.
Bruh, I wasn't even born. I wasn't even born. You want me to see some shit I wasn't alive for?
What does that mean? But you don't want to talk boxing. You don't want to talk boxing. I'm dropping boxing on you.
Listen,
do you know who he is? Yes or no? Now you know. Hold up a second.
I already told you. I didn't know who he was. That's why I Googled him.
Let me talk. He loses his last world title fight, right? He goes out and he loses to John H. Tracy, who's a British guy, right? John H. Tracy is a British boxing hero and a legend, but he's not an all-time great. And that's no disrespect to John H. Tracy. So that's why the same analogy is me you're talking to. You cannot say because Tyson Fury beat Tyson Fury beat an all-time great at the tail end of his career. That makes him that qualifies him to be an all-time great. It doesn't.
You too easy to beat in a debate. You know what he's doing? He's CYP number 2. This dude is you're literally discrediting one guy to big up another one. Now don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me.
How am I discrediting someone?
Let
You're
me
saying
speak.
Wilder's an all-time great.
If you let me speak,
and I'm saying
if you let me speak, you're gonna
understand.
If you let me speak, you'll understand what I'm saying, man. Your analogy to us. First, you had to belittle me to get to this point, right? You brought up John H. Stacey. Let me speak.
How did I belittle you? I'm just using that. Listen to me.
Let me
this
speak.
Is a simple chit chat that I've just put out. Trust me.
Let me speak, and you're gonna understand. But you're not listening, so it's hard for you to understand. You brought up John H. Stacey as your argument, right? How he lost to somebody who's not an all-time great at the tail end of his career, and that's why he's not an all-time great, because just because he beat one doesn't make you an all-time great, because that guy you beat was at the end of his career. Then you tried to casually, slickly say that's what Tyson did to Vlad. Now hold on, because now you're discrediting Vlad, right? And you're also forgetting that you got to give credit to AJ, who you just gave credit in the beginning of this conversation for beating Vlad off a fucking 2-year layoff and an ass kicking from Tyson Fury. But you forgot about that in this argument, okay? So you can't discredit Vladimir Klitschko, brother. You can't say Vladimir Klitschko was at the end of his career, then turn around and give fucking AJ credit for beating him at what, the double end of his career? Stop it, man. Stop it.
No. I'm telling you, shut up, Ness. You're winding up my blood pressure. I'm telling you now, and I want you to listen to me, my little short Dominican friend, right? Listen to me clearly. What would qualify Deontay Wilder to say that he's an all-time great?
What would qualify him? Deflection. I never said he was. I asked you a question. I never said he was. I asked you a question. So stop deflecting. Go back to your Stacey. Go back to John H. Stacey's metaphor and tell us how you're right and I'm wrong. Or you're right. Rather, I'm right and you're wrong.
Because I wasn't giving Anthony Joshua credit. Well, I'm giving I am actually giving Anthony Joshua credit for beating Klitschko, because Klitschko knows more boxing than on his thumbnail than what Anthony Joshua knows. Period. Right? If Klitschko went to the barbers and they cut one little grain of hair from Klitschko with no more boxing than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's a newbie, he's a baby to this thing. So it's different. With Tyson Fury, he's not a baby. Tyson Fury came out of his mother's womb and had to throw the left jab. I'll just let you know that right now, Ness. Right? So there's a massive gulf. There's a massive gulf. That's what I'm talking about. And I can only have these discussions with my American brethren. And I want you to realize this, like, I'm not hating on Deontay Wilder. Not one bit.
He goes back to Wilder, y'all.
Sounds like hey, Spence, hold on. Big up yourself. First of all, great conversation you guys are having. I just want to jump in there. Thank you for your time. I can echo the sentiments. I'm a big Dr. Steelhammer fan, but it does sound like you are hating on Wilder a little bit. That's why the questions are coming.
No, let me just say this now. Regardless what it may sound like, yeah, I don't hate on Wilder at all, right? For the simple fact that I rate the things that he's gone through and come out. But the thing what annoys me about this whole Wilder thing, right? Because of my affiliation with MTK Global, I actually run the foundation for MTK Global. Not the charity, because it's not a charity, it's a foundation, right? It's a foundation that helps support charities, right? I'm not hating on Deontay Wilder. But everybody thinks because I'm at MTK Global that I'm in some form of conspiracy.
Yes.
With these gloves.
Yes.
And everything else.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, bruv. So therefore, and because of all the nonsense that's been spoken about Daniel Kinahan and his alleged affiliation with MTK Global, which he's not, because he's got nothing to do with MTK Global. He's an advisor to everybody in boxing. Period. Right? So these things wind me up.
Wait. Repeat that.
Especially when I talk to Americans.
Repeat that. You say he's not with MTK, but he's still an advisor to many boxers? You lost me. You broke up. You there? You breaking up, brother. Oh,
yeah. He's an advisor. He's an advisor to boxers who box. Oh, sorry. He's an. I don't know what's wrong with it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Hello?
You're good.
You're good.
You can hear me. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Right. You know what? You know what's happened? It's because a lorry just pulled. You hear me? Yeah. Right. He's an advisor to many boxers. Some are managed by MTK Global. Some are managed by Matchroom. Some are managed by Bob Arum. Some are managed by Eddie Hearn. He's an advisor. There is a difference. Did you hear me? Right.
No, we hear you.
And I can turn around and say, like, forget all the bullshit that you're hearing about this guy's name and blah, 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 and this, that. I'm telling you firsthand, that guy is a decent human being. So this is how it goes with me. I don't care what skin tone you are. You show me love, my friend, I'm going to show you the same thing back. Right? No jokes. Me and you have been pals for the longest time. That's the reason why. You show me love and respect, I'll show you the same thing back. You show me any form of disrespect, instant block. That's how I roll. I don't care your sexual preference. I don't care your bank balance. I don't care the woman that's on your arm. I don't give a shit about none of those kind of things. Right? You show me respect, I'm gonna show it back to you. You show me a form of disrespect, I'm gonna show you the same thing back. Not like, oh, nah, I'm leaving. No. You show me, I'm showing you the same thing back. Whatever you show me, that's what I'm going to reciprocate back. Simple as that. That's how I roll.
We got a few questions coming in. You want to answer these?
Go on.
They tough, brother.
Go on, cool. I'm in.
They tough.
I don't give a shit. Go on.
All right.
I don't care. Go on. Fire.
We got Louisville Slugger who says, Fury is not a star. Don't even have a... Oh, no, that's not it. Candy Slim 501 says, does he believe Boardgate? And what about Asbury? Nicholas Asbury. What's your thoughts on the farmer, the boar meat allegations, and Nicholas Asbury's glove allegations?
You know what? Nicholas Asbury could be telling the truth, but I don't know. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to turn around and say, no, you're lying and this, that, and all the rest of it. People are getting see me. Listen to me. I'm a person of integrity, you know. Don't think because I'm at one place that I'm not going to speak out against any fuckery that goes on. If it's fuckery, it's fuckery. I'm going to say where it is, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know about it because I don't know enough about it. But what I am saying is this. Somebody tried to send me the interview, but it wouldn't download for some strange bloody reason, right? On him and something to do with Ben Davison and all the rest of it. I will go and ask Ben Davison. Now that you've mentioned it, I'll phone Ben Davison later on today and I'll ask him. But what people need to realize is, like, I speak my mind. And I don't business who likes me from who don't like me. Because who's meant to love me loves me. And I've got a big heart, mate. And that's how it goes. Go on, next question.
So wait a minute. So you saying you never asked Ben Davison, is Nicholas Asbury tainting and
no,
as my co-host likes to say, my co-host likes to say, put smut on his name?
No, because that story is big for you guys in America. For me, dealing with what I'm dealing with and taking care of what, it's not big to me. That's not big to me.
Whether or not Tyson Fury is using gloves without padding and sparring isn't big to you.
No, it's not big to me because
moving on.
It didn't catch my attention like that. I'm being real. I'm being real.
No, I hear
it's not. You guys must wait. This is how you guys do what you do to earn your living and all the rest of it. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Those things when you listen to me, when you hear those things, I'm saying to me like, take it out. Say it could be somebody else that on this glove thing, yeah, with sparring, yeah. I've been thinking, looking at what, you know what, it could be right, you know, could have happened. For real, I'm being real, it could have happened, right? But I don't rightly know, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So it's not me saying, oh, well, you don't, I weren't there. How do I know that Nicholas Adbury ain't the biggest frigging liar on the planet? How do I know that Ben Davison is the biggest liar on the planet? I don't know. So you got to take as you find. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get
so
you.
I can't, I'll be lying to you to say, yeah, man, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, bro.
We got another one. This one's coming hard, man. Fastball. You ready?
Go on.
Ask Spencer about the money laundering for Danny Boy.
The phone's breaking up, man. The phone's breaking up.
You hear me?
The phone, go on. Oh, go on. Say again.
They said, ask Spencer about the money laundering for Danny Boy.
What money laundering for Danny Boy?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
What money laundering?
Exactly.
You see how fucking people are so, listen to me, you see how people are so stupid about the money laundering you see how dumb they are.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? You see how stupid, I can't even ask, because it's so redundantly stupid. You know why it's stupid? Let me tell you this. In a newspaper a few days ago, it was like, MTK Global is not a registered charity. It's not a registered charity because it's a foundation. So it doesn't need to be registered. That's not breaking no laws and anything else. Number one, and let's say money laundering. If I'm helping communities, which is quite easy to go and check. Just go check my Instagram. You see all the shit that I do. Like Christmas Day, I'm out feeding the homeless. I'm buying shit for people. I'm buying blankets and blah. You've seen all the shit that I've done because you go my you pre my Instagram. You see the things around right. You see the things that I do for the homeless people, for old people's homes, for old shelters. It's a foundation, not a charity. It's a foundation that does seemingly in the eyes of the public charitable acts. It's a foundation.
What are the differences,
so
Spence?
Explain
the differences between a foundation and a charity. And why would they confuse the two?
Right, the difference. Right, okay. And I'll tell you why they would confuse the two. Because the foundation is that of MTK Global. It's MTK Global's giving arm out to go and help people. Just like they've got MTK Global Academies, which come under the foundation as well. The academies that get kids over the streets, and they run these academies right throughout boxing gyms, right throughout the UK. Do you understand? It's not a charity. A charity is a non-profit organization, right, that first stipulates that it goes out and has to do fundraisers to earn its money. No, that's not the case with MTK Global. MTK Global is a business, and from it donates from what they have of their surplus to go and help people, right? Like when I'm talking about the gun crime that's happening in the UK, it's nuts. Like the minivans that we've donated to the Manhood Academy, like us helping a couple kids who are going to the Olympics this year, God willing that it happens, who are BMXers, like the things of helping underprivileged kids get to travel the world. These are the things that we've done. These are the things that have been stipulated that we've done, right? So when people are talking about this shit, because MTK Global has nothing to do with Daniel Kinahan. So when people are talking this shit, it just winds me up like, you little gossip mongering bitches. Because there's nothing on Spencer Fearon that is of ill taste or dodgy. But people need to jump on this to justify their own insecurities.
Like I said, these are tough and you don't need to answer.
Question.
Again, these are
Keep
tough.
on going. I don't business. Keep on going. I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes, right? Because I gotta go. Go on.
You already gave your opinion on the boar meat, correct?
Yep.
All right.
No, I didn't get. Listen, next thing on the boar meat. I don't know nothing about that. You can't ask me nothing on Tyson Fury. You gotta ask me about Spencer friggin' Fearon.
Okay.
You can't come to me. You can't come to me with allegations. What kind of bullshit is that? If someone turned around and said, okay, then Ness is homosexual. So fucking what if you are? What's that got to do with me?
True.
You know what I mean? If someone turned to me and said, right, Ness eats girls' bottoms, what's that got to do with me? That's your business.
The next one is, as a fighter, do you think that cocaine could be used as a performance enhancement drug, diuretic?
You know what? I don't know, because I've never taken any drug, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, what I do know is that guys who have taken cocaine feel like they're uber confident, but drugs
feel more confident.
What, when you take cocaine?
Yeah, I mean, I never done.
To any guy who take cocaine, they feel like it. Is that I have never taken any form of drug in my life.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even drink alcohol, my friend. Right? So I'm saying to you that people who have taken it, they'll tell me. I've spoken to guys who have taken it, and they'll say to me that it makes you feel 6 feet tall. I mean, 10 feet tall.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It gives you that kind of buzz. But no, I don't know about that. So when people ask me, how the fuck am I meant to know? Am I a doctorate on these things? I don't know about these things.
No, I mean, I guess as a fighter, you would know if people use it to cut weight. But
right.
moving on.
Nah, bro. Let me tell you this. I'm old school. In the days when I was boxing, right, to cut weight, you know what we'd have to go do? A big run, squeeze lemons, and go to sleep and take hot baths. That's what we had to do. I don't know about I don't know about those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I retired from professional boxing 2003, October 31st. That's when I retired. So that's a little while ago now. We're going nearly 18 years. So within that time, all these other shit, I don't know about those kind of things. People say, well, what was your diet? I didn't know about no diet or none of this kind of, you know what, my diet, I'm Jamaican, bro. I was eating, when I sit down and think about it, I was eating yam and banana and cow foot. Right?
Cow foot.
I was eating yard food, bro. Right. So I didn't know about them things. You get what I'm trying to say? So when people ask, oh, well, go, next question, I'm here. Because this is what I'm trying to show people. I'm not running from nothing. You know? Because I stand on my relationship that I have with certain people. I'm not a coward to run away from my relationship that I got with people at all. Because I know loyalty is royalty, my friend. And I know from I come out my mother's womb, I'm raw. Next question, this.
You can hear in the passionate hate for Wilder in his voice.
Yeah, whatever, man. Cool. Move on. All right, I hate Wilder then. All right, if it makes you feel better, I hate Deontay Wilder. I hate him with a passion. Does that make you feel better? Okay, I hate him. No, what I hate is you dumbass Americans who are talking, who validate these excuses. And when I ask Ness about it, even Ness don't want to justify it. He's going around in circles as well.
I guess that's all the questions, man. Let me see.
Okay, I thought that was tough. Was that tough? Are you mad? Was that tough? Was that tough?
Yo, not because.
Wait, what's the question? Was that tough? You're saying tough? Was that tough questions?
Hey.
Are you off your friggin' head?
I mean, look, I just don't want to read them all. I don't want to.
Go find some more. Go find some more. Come on, I'm here.
I don't
think you understand. I don't think people don't get with me, brother. I want you to realize this part here. You know, you see how I roll. I don't care, you know. I want people to realize I do not care. And you know this already, Ness. I don't care. And Ness, you could tell by your own admission how helpful I am. You come to me and you say, Spence, we got this show on or blah, 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 blah. So what, are you laundering money for me as well?
Yo, don't even say that shit.
Is the boxing boys laundering money for me too? I've helped you out.
Yo, they said I'm on the payroll already, Spence, because I got you on the interview. You gotta look at the chat. Yo, if you look at the chat, they already said I'm MTK Global. I'm waiting on the check, man. Fuck that. Yo, listen.
Wait a minute. Stop for a second. We're talking about on the payroll. The other organization I'm affiliated with is No Label, and No Label did sponsor one of your events. Was it 2 months ago now?
Yeah, it was No Label, not MTK. It was No Label.
No.
Yes.
Don't get twisted.
Yes.
All right then. So wait there. So seeing as I'm meant to be on this big take from these mafia bosses and all the rest of it, I want to know, like, it's like one little pussyo. I'm not gonna call his name because he's irrelevant. But one little pussyo made some. Is Spencer Fury on an agent? So how can I be working with a mod boss and be an agent at the same time? You fucking degenerate prick.
Yo, So you wanted the rest of them, but I don't think that it's even worth it. You know, everybody with an opinion is gonna throw you a super chat, so it's just like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm just like I said, I'm just keeping this thing 100, man. Ness, I know you for a hot minute.
Here goes a good question.
You can validate for me.
Here's a good one.
You can validate for me. Go on. Here's a question. Go on.
Prime Wilder. This is from Louisville Slug. He says a Prime Wilder versus first ballot Hall of Fame. Hey, who wins?
Good question. Good question.
You know you heard about that spawn.
Yeah, good question. David Hay. No, but you know what? David Hay did hurt him in sparring, right? You saw the sparring, the video, right?
Little clip.
Now, David Hay hurt him bad, but I'm gonna be real. Prior to that spar, Deontay Wilder hurt David Hay really bad, but there weren't no film footage of it. But I'm telling you now, Wilder hurt David Hay really, really bad. I'm just keeping it 100, and this is how much I hate Deontay Wilder, right? Okay then. So I don't know. What I'm trying to say is this: David Hay was known not to, and this is no disrespect to David because my guy still, right? And we used to train together back in the day. But David Hay wasn't renowned to have the best chin. All right?
Right.
I mean, David
Deontay Wilder was
I think David Hay's still the only dude to beat Chisora the best. Fury had more trouble than David Hay. Dillian White had more trouble than David Hay.
No, he never. It's styles. David Hay is an out-and-out puncher. Don't get twisted. And he's a skillful puncher because he works from quick twitch, fast muscle fibers. So he's very quick off the draw. That's how David Hay is. So I would slightly favor Wilder in that fight. I'll be real. Really good question. I'll slightly favor Wilder in that fight because David Hay didn't have the best chin and Deontay Wilder could ridiculously punch. And can ridiculously punch.
Next one is
who?
Ken Stone says, watch Sammy the Bull testify before the Senate. If Spencer is a historian, mobs have been using boxing to wash money forever.
Yeah, all right, cool. They have washed money forever. Mobs have washed money forever. Use boxing to wash money forever. I get it, right? But don't turn around and say a foundation that is helping the community is trying to do that, because now you're taking the piss.
Christoph Chizzy says, Ricky Ross passed out turkeys for Thanksgiving too.
Yeah, I know Rick Ross. I know him very well. You do know that, right? I know him very, very well. The real Rick Ross, right? Good guy. What do you mean? Because he passed out turkeys to help. That's Rick Ross's business. This is legitimate business that I'm dealing. I'm not trying to. And the next thing, when Rick Ross was doing that, he weren't trying to wash money. He was just giving back, right? He weren't trying to take the turkeys that he went out and was giving out for Christmas and say, oh, the turkeys that I'm giving out, I'm trying to get a tax rebate. No. So please tell people to stop with their foolishness, because there's nothing illegal about MTK Global. It's a stand-up company with stand-up people in it, and they are so stand-up that I'm standing up for them. Loads of people ain't standing up for them, but I am. Next question.
Next one coming up. As soon as I find it here.
I actually had a question for myself, if I can get one off real quick. If you don't
mind.
mind.
Go on, big man.
Yeah. So, how you doing? This is Francis from Canada. So, one of the things that we normally ask is just some fun questions. I wanted to ask you, being Jamaican, myself being Jamaican, what would be...
What part of Jamaica?
Well, my family's from Westmoreland, but I was born in Kingston. I was going Dwayne Park, which is Corville Gardens in between Riverton and...
Yeah, I know where that is, brother. I know where that is.
Yes, sir. So, they asked the question, if you could have one beverage in between rounds that is not water, what would it be? For myself, I said I want some blend up peanut with oats and some condensed milk, a look of Guinness in there, and you know what I mean, some
So you want a Guinness punch then? You want you want a Guinness punch, yeah? That's what you'd want, right? A little bit of nutmeg in it, all of them something there. You see? Look at this. Here we are telling, let's not know what we are talking about now. Let's have a see out of the shower there. You see the little bit of shaking, man. They don't know what I'm going. Yeah, but burn a fire upon him right now. Necessarily well. But go on.
But yeah, so what would aside from obviously the alcohol, what beverage would you choose if you could have in between rounds when you of a fight? That is not water, and it's illegal to have it.
And it's illegal to have it. Then maybe Irish mash.
Irish mash.
Yeah, Irish mash. I mean that would be my thing.
What is
it?
it?
I mean, because if what is Irish mash? Irish mash is it's like linseed and seaweed. Yeah, and you boil it and it thickens up and you drink it. And you could put Nestle's milk in it, or you could put. But that's what we drink as Jamaicans. Yeah. But Ness, have you got any kids?
Yes.
Right, drink that. I guarantee you make 4 more.
No, he ain't lying. No cap. That's a fact.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
right, I'm telling you.
What?
I'm telling you. You so drink that. Right, you drink that. You're having youths, bruv. I'm telling you that now for nothing.
Beer youths.
Yeah.
You got the question, Ness?
Yeah. I mean, you got a hater coming at you, or a very curious person. Christoph Chizzy is back for you, and he says Fearon been on the campaign for MTK Global lately, especially since the Keenahan exposure came out. I guess he's talking about the documentary. Did you see that?
No, stop. Let me just tell you this now. That's absolute bullshit. I'll be speaking, and I can show you. I will send you clips where I've been in the national press on many a time. I'm not going to deny Daniel Kinahan at all. You know what? Because he's a beautiful human being. And the next thing is this. You know, like, he's a racist, he's this and that. I get a lot because certain people in the UK, they're not used to seeing somebody being proud of their culture, their heritage. They're not used to that, right? Being so outspoken in the UK. They don't want that. They want you to be submissive and quiet, right? I was the one that complained about the lack of diversity inside the sport of boxing and certain promoters not hiring no people of color inside the thing. I was the one that complained when they dashed water on this at the weigh-in, and I said, no, that's a liberty. And I actually confronted the person that threw water on you and say that's a little bit of a liberty, because at the end of the day, maybe you don't understand how that transcends over to my knowledge, but it still seems like you've done it for an act of superiority. And would you have actually done that if that was a white person? And they said, Spence, I would have done it if it was a white person, but I get what you're coming from. But they just thought that Ness was the pussy or they could dash water on. That's all. I'm not saying that you're a pussy, or they assumed that you was a pussy, right? And I understand, and I understand why you never did nothing in retaliation, because you could have got arrested. And I know how you man in America are frightened of the police, especially if you're a man of color. And I get it, right? But this is what I'm saying. Is this, like, when people are talking about of recent, I've constantly been on the bandwagon for Daniel Kinahan, because I don't regard that man as a friend. That guy, I'm going to be 100%. That guy comes in like family. He's a good friggin' guy. And I don't want to hear all of these allegations, because with all of these allegations, there's not one arrest warrant out for the guy. Not one. Allow the guy. Let the guy do what he's doing. Is the guy good for boxing? I'm telling you, the guy's absolutely fantastic for boxing. Reason why? Because he is allowing fighters who he advises to get paid, not to get ripped off. Yeah, I mean, you heard what Amir Abdallah said recently. Yeah, that's the manager of Badu Jack. He said the guy is not my friend. I regard him my brother, and I know through that introduction when I met them, he didn't know Danny at the time. Danny's a real dude. You know what I mean? He's a real lovely human being. And I'm not going to stop saying this, because there's many times in the beginning parts where a guy would dissect me to say, Spencer, why are you being called racist all the time when I know you ain't no racist? Right? Now, you have to remember the history between Irish and West Indians in the UK is not the same as Irish and Black Americans. It's different. Right? The Irish of the UK and Black people, we grew together. You know what I mean? So like you say, we fucks with them. We fuck with the Irish people. You know what I mean? And one who's as real as Daniel Kinahan, he's my brother. And that's that. I'm never going to deny the guy. And when people, but you said, no, I'm not denying the guy. Period. Because he's none of the things that is being sensationalized in the media. So if you follow the media, you end up thinking, yeah. The same media that will talk shit about something to fit their agenda, there has to be an agenda behind it. And if they're trying to come after people who are affiliated to him, they're wasting your time because the guy's done nothing wrong and the people around him nothing wrong. And go on, next question.
I got a question.
Go for it.
I got a question. Any remarks for the Billy Joe Saunders Barry McGuigan situation that happened when I'm not sure if you
about
see
his daughter. Yeah, I saw it. Let me tell you this, yeah? And I want to listen. I've known Barry McGuigan personally. I've known Barry McGuigan. His number's in my phone, meaning speak. I've known Barry McGuigan since I've been 17 years old. Properly known him, right? When he was working for Sky Sports then, and he had to do a piece on Danny Williams, the former British heavyweight champion, just before Danny was just about to turn professional boxer, right? So I've known Barry McGuigan for a very, very long time. It's always been cool. When Barry McGuigan respects me as a historian of boxing, when Barry McGuigan's got to write his news articles and they were about history, I will get a phone call from Barry. Barry would come to me for information. Regardless that Barry want to say, yeah, I'll come to Spencer, right? So there is nothing but love between myself and Barry McGuigan. Has been right throughout. But I have to be real. Barry McGuigan's in a seated position now, where he's casting aspersions over somebody that I know and that I rate. So he's saying certain things about Daniel Kinnan, which he did in a documentary, and I'm looking back now and I say, hold up a second. He, without sin, cast the first stone, number one. I want you to understand that. And also, when you are pointing your finger, you got three fingers pointing back at you. Barry McGuigan ain't no rascal saint. Know that part there. Because he had to settle out of court with Carl Frampton. Why was that? Was that not over money? Why did they have to even go to court? So allow me with all of this, how people take this higher stance in ground like they've never done anything wrong. Do you understand? I ain't no saint. I'm not no saint. At the same time, I'm not claiming to be a sinner. As simple as that. And I would say, I don't believe, and I'm going to be real, I don't believe that Billy Joe sent that out to be malicious towards Barry McGuigan's daughter. I'm just going to keep it 100. I do not believe that. I don't. Because I don't want to believe that. I don't think that Billy Joe...
People, see, Spencer, not to cut you, sorry, a lot of people don't echo that same sentiment.
But what about the picture of the rat? You think that was for Barry, or he really got a fucking rat as a pet?
No, I think that was for Barry McGuigan.
Okay.
Right? I'm not hiding that. I think that was for Barry McGuigan. But I don't think like Billy Joe would have stooped that low to take a shot at Barry McGuigan, who lost his daughter. And I knew Barry McGuigan's daughter. I've got a picture, which I could send to you right now, of me, Barry McGuigan's daughter, God rest her soul, right, in paradise, and Carl Frampton, Shane McGuigan. We're all at Ascot, which is a big horse racing event, which they have every year, and you got to go in top hat and tails. And I was there. I was in a private box, which was owned by Your Golf Travel, and 2 doors away from it was Barry McGuigan's. I went into their box, me and them had a really good chat. It's always been love between me and Barry McGuigan. But this is what I'm trying to say to you is this:
Can I ask you?
When you're shooting at a guy that I regard as a friend and a dear friend at that, then I can't have that. And I wish that they could meet in the middle and squash whatever they're squashing. But if it don't squash, it don't squash. But I don't think that Billy Joe Saunders would have turned around and said something about Barry McGuigan's daughter that passed away from cancer. And next thing, a movie premiere, right? There's a movie called Dead Man Running with 50 Cent, right? Have you seen the movie? It was filmed in the UK. 50 Cent's in the movie. This film's about 10 years old now. Barry McGuigan, I got Barry McGuigan tickets for him and his daughter and his sons to go to the premiere of that movie. It was a big West End premiere. To go to this premiere. I remember giving them tickets for it. And Barry McGuigan was telling me my daughter acts and if I could hook her up. And I tried to hook her up with the producer of the movie. The producer and director of the movie is a guy called Picky Farron, my cousin. And I said, yeah, I'll try to hook you up with my cousin and see what's going to happen. I've always had nothing but love for Barry McGuigan. So when I see this kind of stuff and it's back and forth, I'm saying I wish that it didn't happen. But it's still a kind of ratty move that Barry McGuigan did. It's a ratty move. That these people did this and these people did that and rare. I'm saying, brother, come on, man. Come on. Because I don't need to talk about the things that I know firsthand which you've done to fighters.
Mr. Fearon, with all
I'm trying to say?
Yes, Mr. Farron, with all due respect, you said you echoed a statement that said that Billy Joe Saunders you don't think would go that low, but he has done some dodgy things that would kind of seem to be lower than that, would, you know what I mean, and he has been penalized.
No, there's nothing lower. There's not, listen to me, there is nothing lower than mocking somebody who's died. Nothing. I don't care. And I know he's done some stupid things in the past, but no, there is nothing lower than mocking somebody who died. And you'll know this when you lose somebody dear to you. Now, I've lost quite a few people dear to me in the last year because of COVID. I've lost dear people to me. So you lose someone who's battling cancer. My dad died of cancer. So, and I know Billy Joe. I've known Billy Joe from a young kid. And the traveler's mentality, and he's a bit potsy, but I don't think he would have stooped that low. No, I'm not having that one bit.
Spence, let me get
And I think a lot of people echo that sentiment as well. Go on, I'm here.
Let me get through these really quick because I don't want you to dip out. Next one is from Ken Stone that says Don King and Daniel K are both gangsters in boxing. Quick answers, Spence. No comment. Moving on. Next one is from.
Wait. I don't know no gangsters. So I'll leave it at that one. So when they say Don King's a gangster, Don King ain't no gangster. Don King's a smart businessman. He may be a crook with it, but he's a smart businessman. Go on.
Tristorf Chizzy says, they're not tough questions when you don't answer them, huh? So that's not a question, just a
What is this guy talking about? What is he talking about? Next question. Listen. Tell my man we got sock out. Yeah? Go on. Next question.
Hold on, Ness. Hold on.
What?
Go on, next question. Next question.
All right.
Next, you gotta stop smoking, bruv. You gotta stop smoking.
Never.
I don't agree with that, bro.
Never.
We're doing business in the new year. We can't in this year now. We can't have you smoking, bruv.
I still train every day with Kid Kelly, man.
Nah, it don't matter, man. The honorable Elijah Muhammad said you can't trust a person that smokes.
Oh,
anyway, let's move it on.
Oh man. CYP says, who wins, AJ or Wilder? He lost service.
Hard question. But you know what? I've always gone for AJ in the beginning, and because I think that AJ has the better boxing ability, but Deontay Wilder has a better athleticism. And I'm saying it's a hard one because if Wilder hits you, you're gone. But I don't know what Wilder we're gonna get now after the beating that he took from Tyson Fury.
I mean, did AJ take a beating?
I'm picking AJ.
Do you think AJ took a beating in the first fight with Ruiz?
Not as bad as the beating that Deontay Wilder took, because and I'm going to explain to you why.
But Wilder, how many times did AJ get knocked down?
No. I'm going to explain to you. AJ took his beating, but he took his beating as a man. And when you man up, you show up. When you don't man up, you blow up. That's as simple as that. My man never man up and take his beating. He made up every excuse under the book why he got his beating. Next question.
We got Ignorant Boxing that says, can we get this guy on here more often, please? Very entertaining and knowledgeable. So just a statement.
Thank you very much. Now, you know what? It's my fault because I deleted Ness phones. Me and Ness speak regular, right? It's usually when the little bitch wants something, right? But no, me and Ness speak very, very regular. And Ness is my guy. And it's no problem. I'll jump on your channel any time of the day. You know what I mean?
Next one.
We got Jay Lewis.
And everyone's going to say that you're on the payroll if the Boxing Voice gets sponsored by MTK Global.
They already think I'm on a payroll, bro. I lost a long-time listener.
Nah, bruv. You're not on no payroll.
We got Jay Lewis that says, "Don't worry, Spence. These us men real bitter about that all-time great excuse Wilder getting slapped up." All right, nothing.
Oh, what? So what? Are they against the excuse? They're not holding on to the excuse.
Well, this guy's from the UK and he's telling you, "Don't worry, Spence. These us men real bitter about." US men. That's what he means. US men. He means US men are real bitter, and it's the truth. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, tell him to big up himself. Go on, next question. Go on. So yo, this is your nemesis, man. I'm shocked he doesn't super chat on your show. Chistov says the guy on the narco terror list has no warrants. Move on, man. Just move on.
Let's go. No. I'm staying with this one.
Oh, shit.
That is absolute bollocks. Show evidence and proof, not hearsay. You guys took some shit. He has no arrest warrants and he's no criminal convictions. So, but people can use somebody and say he's the big bad wolf as their ulterior excuse for not dealing with the real shit that's going on up in Ireland. Spare me this bollocks, man. And it's not just me just saying this. You're getting reputable people who turn around and say how cool the guy is. Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren. Why are they saying this? What are they some big terrorists as well? Spare me, man. Allow me this fucking bullshit. It's winding me up, man. Go on, next one.
I don't know why you want to answer these shits, man. I keep telling you, everybody got an
opinion. Go on. Yeah, go on. I'll give you two more, and I'm gonna bounce, man. Come on, man. You've kept me long enough.
I'm gonna look for some good ones. Let's see here.
Yeah, while you're doing that, man, I gotta make I said something wrong and I gotta correct it. You know, I said my family from Westmoreland. My mom called me instantly like, no, we from Trelawney. So let me correct that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, your mom was. Shout out to your mom listening. That's dope.
Definitely. So we from Trelawney. You know what side of Trelawney? But I grew up in Kingston. That's where I was born. So yeah.
Okay. Well, big up, mommy. And tell mama say enough love and respect. Enough man I realize this part. The greatest friggin' man that landed is a black man that landed in America. The greatest.
Tell me his name.
Who birthed the nation. Marcus Garvey. Nobody ain't better than Marcus Garvey. Nobody ain't better than Marcus Garvey.
Big
right?
up.
And these little idiots, and I want these men to realize in America, these little idiots, I see some guys on one obscure channel. I can't even call their name because I'm not going to promote them on your shit, right? But when he was there talking about, is Spencer Farron an agent? Is he an agent? And there's some next guy in there with some dodgy teeth, right? Turning around saying, oh, well, that's the thing with Jamaicans in Britain. They don't think they're Jamaican. They think they're British. No, you idiot. I know 100% that I'm African and that I am from the original source. But I happen to be of Jamaican descent. I lived in Jamaica for 8 years. After my parents brought me back there. I'm telling people this now, that I'm not sitting down saying, oh, I'm British. I'm not nothing. I'm of the world. You know what I mean? I'm just grateful because don't get twisted. I love being from Great Britain. Because being British, unlike Americans who don't travel nowhere, right? We can go back to another generation. So we don't claim being British. It's like you black guys being in America, you just think like, well, I'm African American, but you ain't done the source or gone and checked out where you come from originally. So I could say originally, I don't even come from Jamaica. I know for a fact that I come from Africa. I know that I am Ghanaian blood. Facts, because we've done the genealogy pool. So loads of guys ain't got that. But the greatest man ever to walk in America as a black man was a Jamaican called Marcus Garvey, who came from St. Anne's, who was the baddest man ever on the planet, who stuck it to authority. So, and that's my hero. But because he's my hero, we have to evolve. And then when you evolve, you realize that, you know what? I'm going with energy. If you got good energy, I'm rolling with you. And that's it. If you ain't got good energy, then I'll surpass you.
Definitely. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Very important that we do that. Big up to Marcus Garvey and everybody out there that support him. You know what I mean?
Spence, Carlito.
Come on, man.
Carlito in the UK wants to know if you're receiving death threats after the Breland interview.
Death threats from who?
Have you received death threats after conducting your
Death threats from who though? Yeah, but from who? Who could send me death threats? Me? Are you for real?
Anybody.
Death threats from who?
Anybody.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me tell you how that went with the Mark Breland thing. I'm gonna keep this really short. Mark Breland's son. It was Mark Breland's son that arranged it. It wasn't right because I defended Deontay Wild. I defended Mark Breland last year February when he wasn't allowed into the change room after Deontay Wilder's loss. Right? I was the one that bust the story, and it was 2 former world champions who were present at the fight that told me what happened. Right? I spoke about it, and from then they said, yeah, cool. But because I'm affiliated to MTK Global, because I run the foundation, people are trying to say, because of that, Mark Breland's working with MTK and this, so people can make up conspiracies they want to go along. So nobody can't send me no death threats from no one. So nobody can't, death threats from who? Don't be silly. It's an interview. And I'm easily found as well. So it's not like I'm hiding from no one. And I ain't scared of no one either. So no one ain't sent no death threats. I'm sorry to upset anybody or but no death threats. I'm sorry. I big up Mark Breland for coming on the show, but I didn't like how he kind of U-turned after coming on the show. Because what happened was in the morning, I spoke to Mark Breland and said, yep, you're coming on the show. He said, yep, definitely coming on the show. Right? I'm coming on the show. But then I get a phone call back and I'm speaking to his lawyer. And his lawyer saying he can come on the show, but you can't ask any questions about Deontay Wilder. But I said, well, we go to super chats and people are going to ask these questions. And when they do ask them, all you should say, these are my words to Mark Breland, as God is my witness, I swear on my children's life. Just say you wish Deontay Wilder all the best. Nobody put a gun to Mark Breland's head. When Tundi asked him those questions, what happened was we got a WhatsApp group. I sent into a WhatsApp group, I just spoke to Mark's lawyer. Mark's lawyer said we can't really elaborate on the Deontay Wilder thing. But Tundi didn't receive that message. So our producer Gary received the message, but Tundi didn't receive the message. So Tundi asked him the questions. And in the questions, when Tundi asked him about how do you feel about it, and nobody put a gun to Mark Breland's head. Mark Breland could have said, you know what, it is what it is, let's leave it. Mark Breland went out and elaborated on the whole thing, the whole story that he don't train. He could be. I didn't put no gun to his head asking those things. I was playing it cool. I was quite happy just to speak about Mark Breland's career. We didn't have to touch on that because I'm a historian. So that would have done it for me. And hence why the interview felt a bit shaky. It felt a bit shaky because I said, brother, I thought you said to me not to ask you no questions, and then one question popped up and you just gone all in. So obviously, we reciprocating conversation. I've got to ask you more questions. And he come out with it. It was an incredible scoop because it went global and it bust our podcast. So I'm grateful for that. But I still got love for Mark Breland because in the morning I sent him a message like, bruv, what's this statement you're sending out? Like, we set you up. Are you crazy? We set you up. In matter of fact, we was really soft because I had guys from True Boxing, Black Fight Fan going at me and Spencer, you should have went in on him if you was going to ask him any questions. But I said, no, I explained to him, this is what happened, why I couldn't go in on him. But I'm glad that he did ask those questions and I'm glad that it went viral. And he said his piece. And I'm glad that Deontay Wilder responded back in a way that he responded. And that's that.
Mr. PBC says, keep the checks going. Stop the truth flowing.
I don't understand that, but you're going to have to elaborate on me with that.
Next one, he says, Tyson Fury is the biggest cheat and MTK.
So now MTK Global cheats. MTK Global that's put money in guys' pockets who would never have had money. MTK Global is giving opportunity to people who would have never got opportunity. MTK Global who's gonna and save people's lives. They're so bad and they're cheats. Tell that guy to shut his mouth. You can say anything you want to say about Tyson Fury. Cool, that's your business. Don't talk about MTK Global, especially don't talk about nothing that I'm affiliated to. Next question.
We have Jay Lewis that says, it's funny how Ness gets dyslexic when someone criticizes Wilder. Nervous emoji.
Thank you very much. You know why? Because Ness ain't stupid, and Ness knows that Deontay Wilder has a cult following, and it is a cult following because he's not that big, and that's me telling you the truth, right? But when I said like Deontay Wilder has a lot of weight of responsibility on his shoulders because people who ain't got nothing will look at Deontay Wilder with this, like this Superman kind of thing. When You know what I mean? And that's how it is. And I understand it to an extent, but I don't want to understand it because I'm saying I can't co-sign foolishness. And if you're dealing with foolishness, I don't care who's putting it out there. I can't co-sign that, bro. Ness has to do that because Ness would probably want Deontay Wilder on his show, or Ness don't want to lose out from his Black American audience. You know what I mean? Even though what are you Dominican, right?
Dominican. I'm American, bro.
Right.
I was born here. My parents are both from the Dominican Republic.
You see, this is the next thing when you say you're American. Do you think a white American looks at you as American, bro?
Nah, of course not.
All right, I rest my case. So stop claiming about I'm American.
I mean,
no, bro.
I was
you're
born
African,
in this
bro.
country, brother. I was born in this country. You know, I got a blue
spare
passport.
Me your foolishness. Spare me your foolishness. I don't want to. I'm not into that. That's good for you. If you want to take that, you take it then. Right?
All right. We got LV Slugger who says, is Fury manning up by trying to get out of the third fight?
Brother, if Tyson Fury could fight Deontay Wilder the first time when he's ill and out of shape, right? He was out of shape. Tyson Fury said, well, boy, I know I could beat him because if I could fight you when I'm ill and out of shape, what am I going to do with you when I'm in shape? Tyson Fury had 2 fights against 2 men you wouldn't even hire for sparring. And I'm talking white collar sparring. You know the white collar show that you just did the other day, Ness?
Yeah.
You would even hire those guys to do a spar on that. Maybe they could just qualify to be on a white collar show, right? And you're telling me that Tyson Fury's afraid to fight Deontay Wilder? Shut up, man. Next question, man.
Next one is from
Who that from?
Ignorant Boxing that says, how can TBV get sponsored by MTK Global?
What do you mean? How could they?
Because he ended it
I'm
in
telling you
Spence.
this now.
No,
right,
he says
right,
how. He says how can TBV get sponsored?
How can they get sponsored?
Yeah. No, because he's a legitimate supporter. So his question is real.
I'm telling you, it's quite simple. If that's what you're looking for, I'll put it in with the right people down at the company, Miss Sandra Vaughan, or Jamie Conlon, and we see what we can do for you.
There you go.
Simple.
That is all the questions, my friend. Thank you for staying on. You've been on for like an hour, man. So we appreciate the time.
No. You know what? It's always good to come jump on your thing. There's lots of sound bites that I can rip from there and take it on and continue. And I just wish you guys the best of success. And bottom line is this: anyone who could validate me to American public, it would be you, Ness, because you know I keep this thing 100. I don't pet or powder. I don't beg no friend. I don't business. And that's the rules. You know what I mean? I'm telling people, if you want to get on the rules for historical stuff and everything else and a bit of laugh and chat and banter, tune into the Fighters Right, myself on Babatunde Ajayi. Ness, you're my guy. Big up me look a yardy friend down there, sir.
Francis.
You know, yeah. Big up mommy. I want man them to know say this a partcha straight up and down, you know. Want a man them know this a partcha. You see me? I'm proud of where I come from. I'm not disrespect nobody, but I'm proud of where I come from. I stand up as a Jamaican. I stand up as a guy from Great Britain, but I also stand up as a black man. But more than anything, we're all part of one family. That's the human family. So spread love where you can. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
What they say? Out of many, we are what? We're one.
We are one. We are one.
Big up
but
yourself.
You see that blood clot Ness about him is American. Go tell Ku Klux Klan man them about him American. Go tell Donald Trump that there. You vote for Trump? That jammy idiot. All right then. Love, yeah? I'm gone.
No.
Spence, man, thank you as always. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Spencer Fearon live on the show. Follow him on social media at Master of Knowledge. And yeah, we're going out to these callers, man. We're going to open up the phone lines. Very strange line of questions you guys had, man. I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get you wanted to put them to the fire, but they were
fiery.
Not even. It's just like people were expecting him to incriminate himself or incriminate Daniel Kinahan or something. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's just we have to try to be better. We have to try to be better. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Or maybe you just wanted him to out him. Like, you know, I don't have no affiliations with him. I don't want this. He ain't gonna do that. Come on.
I just didn't get it. It's like, you know,
right.
what the hell? But hey, yeah, man. Let's open up these phone lines, brothers.
Let's do it, man.
1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Come with that energy, man. Beautiful sunny day.
Just so you know, though,
82 degrees outside.
Just so you know, you can tell Jamaicans. I don't know about Dominicans, because you guys speak from that standpoint, but we're able to go from speaking patois to speaking whatever dialect it is, whether it's English or the Queen's English or Spanish or whatever it is. It's crazy because that was real raw Jamaican coming out of Spencer Fear, and then he switched right back into the Queen's English. Crazy.
Kind of like when I switch it up from English to Spanish.
Yeah, but the transition there. Sometimes do you roll some of the words over the same way that you would say it in Spanish with the same like how you roll your R's? Do you say the same way in English you would say it in Spanish?
I mean, well, obviously the pronunciation is different in Spanish.
Right.
Certain letters give different sounds. Like J-A is really H-A.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I got my Rosetta Stone. I'm on it, man. I'll be there just now. Don't worry. Let's go.
Yo, I'm shocked, man. You even look Dominican, man. Like in my younger days, we would have shaved a little bit of your motherfucking beard off. Even right now, the beard is popping, though. You know what I'm saying?
Can I keep it 100 with you? Yeah. When I went to Dominican Republic,
they
absolutely thought I was Dominican.
Yeah, of course.
No cap. I asked my wife.
Listen,
they was like, no way.
The beard and like your hair, right? Even if it's in braids or curly, like whatever. Like, you know, because we do like a haircut that was popular for us was like that Brooklyn, where you get the tape on the side, tape on the back, and it's just either the blowout or curls. You know what I'm saying? That's what Dominicans did, man. It ain't matter how good or bad your hair was, bro. You was getting a Brooklyn, so. But anyway,
why didn't you tell me that? Real quick, why didn't you tell me that Dominicans are good at tennis? Like, they love tennis. I didn't even know that till I went there.
I mean, I didn't know that either, man. I mean, I thought our sport was baseball.
And, it was down there, but that's another story for another day. That's untitled. Let's go.
Yeah. I don't know. Is Ignorant Boxing talking to me? Because I do appreciate every one of y'all, man. You know, we appreciate our listeners for sure. And everybody that rocks out with us, man. March 13th is going down. Border Wars, biggest one yet. It's looking like it's going to be a bomb burner. Beautiful card, top to bottom. Fantastic main event with our very own Marvin the Tank Furman taking on Keem the Dream in Florida. And, I mean, just every card on there is very exciting, man. We got some crossover fights. We're going to be having some Border Wars fighters take on some street beef fighters. Corey Frank from, Beaumont, Texas?
From Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont, Texas is going to be taking on El Matador from Street Beefs. And Karma Surge from Street Beefs is going to be taking on our very own Chris Vega. So we got some crossover fights, fellas. You know what I mean? We got a roof of our own and everything. But lines are open. Number to call in. You know it. We going out to what looks like Seattle, Washington. Did I get all anyway? Yeah, Seattle, Washington.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com. If they sharp tonight, cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good? Shout out Ness. Hope you're celebrating Black History Month. Yeah, that was a pretty decent interview. He's a cool dude. I like what he kind of brought up where Mark Breland wasn't supposed to talk about Deontay Wilder, but he did, and then it came back at him like he forced him to talk about Deontay Wilder. That was pretty inside stuff that he told us. With the AJ Tyson Fury, I definitely don't believe it's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen with arbitration. Obviously, it seems like Mark Breland's going to go to court against Deontay Wilder, so it's multiple stuff that might happen. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody on the panel. I love the black love today, man.
Yo, why do you think Breland's going to court on Deontay Wilder? What do you mean by that? Can you be specific for your time?
Well, what he said was basically reminding me of court stuff. Don't talk about Deontay Wilder, his lawyer. And it seems like he might be suing him, I mean, maybe for defamation of character or something. I mean, if he's not supposed to talk about him, no lawyer. You don't have a lawyer for no reason.
Yeah.
So
Very, very good observation, man. I just wanted you to make it,
more
clear.
open. Yeah, they never see
Make
smoke
it
without
clear.
fire, man.
Make it clear for the people so they know exactly what you're talking about. You got to remember, you never know when there's a brand new listener listening. And you might be their favorite caller, man. They might end up voting for you to be caller of the year, and then you get a emoji that might never happen or come because. We're going out to Jay. Go for it.
Hold on. No cap, though. From the airport to the hotel. Because them time I only had the goatee and the mustache. I didn't have no beard when I went to Dominican.
Yeah.
Then I couldn't do nothing, man. They didn't believe me. I was like, I'm Jamaican. They're like, nah, you Dominican. I'm like, I'm Jamaican, man. That shit crazy.
You do.
Well, go ahead, let's go.
You do resemble. You can be mistaken easily. I mean, I already gave my reasons, right? Let's go to, if you're on Blog Talk, don't forget you got to press 1 in order for us to know that you're trying to rock out. And if you haven't pressed 1, that's the main reason we haven't gone to you. We're going to go down the line. JT, big city of dreams, even though you're not in L.A. You rocking out or what? Yes, sir.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, that comment. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo.
JT, big city of dreams. Yo, you there? Oh, shit. Juan in the BX.
Hello?
Yes.
What up, Juan?
Juan in the BX. All right.
What next?
Yo, what's good, fellas?
What's good?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I keep hearing somebody else, though, and y'all thought that was me. I don't know, somebody else jumped on. But yeah, good interview with, what's his name? She was crazy. Just wanted to give y'all a shout out, though. Have a good one.
Thank you. JT, looks like you're back and available. You there?
Yeah, I'm here on my phone.
Hey, Swizzle, what up?
You said what?
Dropped off. Right. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh.
Okay, he gone again. We gonna go to Keem in Florida. Keem, you available? Keem, you available?
Keem.
Nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there.
Yo, Izzy, man.
Oh, we got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream. The winner by unanimous decision is Keem the Dream.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What up, man? I'm backing this damn van up. Hold on. All right. What up? Good morning. Hey, man, what in the world is wrong with people out here, man? They was talking crazy. They asking this man questions like it was a TBV federal investigation going on back here this morning, man.
Word.
Yeah,
they was wilding like for real. But no, it was good. I like dude, man. Dude was, I always say this, man. I love when people come on here and challenge Ness and they debate with you, and it's always fun to hear that. I like when they good at it. He did a pretty good job, man.
I murdered him though. I did.
It was up and down. You had your spots. He had his spots, man. It was good, healthy debate though. I liked it.
Once I went to the Vlad and killed him with the AJ, the debate was over and we went everywhere else.
Pretty much, I started going off the rails, man. But he couldn't help but bring up Wilder. Had nothing to do with Wilder. Nobody was talking Wilder. All of a sudden, he gonna just start throwing Wilder's name in there.
They be killing me with that, man. Them
He's a
UK
powerful
dudes,
black man. He's a powerful black man, Keem.
you talk heavyweight boxing. All of a sudden, with a UK guy, all of a sudden, here comes Wilder's name. It's like, damn, bro, we was talking about some other heavyweights, but other than that, man, good show, man. Again, I love the back and forth debate, man. It's good for TV, right? But yeah, man, appreciate you.
All right. New caller, San Diego. Who's this?
Calling.
Who?
First time I called, I was called troll. It's Amir Bowie.
Oh man, Amir Bowie. We did think you was a troll, Amir Bowie.
No, I'm not a troll, but it was a great interview that you gave with the guy. And Ness, you should really get you some of that sea moss. It's a wonderful thing. Back in the day, Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, and George Foreman used that. And you can call George Foreman and ask him that because he's still living. And I'm out with that.
All right. Ali Aboui.
Yeah.
No, Amir Aboui.
Oh, Amir. I could have sworn Mario put this in, man. Where the hell?
Yes.
Spell that last name, Aboui.
Abuwi.
Okay.
You're the man, champ. We got you down. You won't be forgotten this time, man. We got.
Who we got?
Adrian Rowan in the chat.
Wisconsin, what up?
What's going on, y'all?
What up?
I only caught the first part of the interview because I was back watching some of the episodes while I was getting some work done. So, where'd y'all leave off at? What's the topic?
We had an interview with Spencer Fury on the topic was Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Does it really happen, or is it Wilder's litigation that's the roadblock?
I got y'all was talking whether it should be a 50-50 split, right? Whether that was correct.
Correct.
I think it should definitely be 50-50. I mean, I understand that AJ represents a larger number of titles, but at the end of the day, Tyson Fury beat the guy that AJ avoided. So I definitely think it should be 50-50 if they're going to make that happen. And I can see them making it because I feel like there's a lot of money in that fight. I mean, 50% of whatever dollar amount that's going to be is going to be pretty ridiculous. Both dudes are going to get generational wealth from it. So, yeah, I mean, I just hope it happens. If they're going to freeze out Wilder, the bullshit that's going on with that, we know Tyson Fury cheated him out of getting his shot back. But yeah, man, I just kind of hope that fight happens if the Wilder fight can't happen, so Wilder can get at the winner of that. Man, that's pretty much my call. I do got one thing to say though, Ness. I like your assessment. I just watched the Border Wars thing, and listen, that headgear was trash, bro. When I say you can't see shit out of it, I brought that headgear back here because that was the first time I had ever worn it at Border Wars. Compared to the headgears I use out here, there's no peripheral vision in that headgear. There's so much stuff in front.
You also
but
had
your
the
chin was uncovered,
you
man.
had the chin covering, man. I don't know how that shit got approved, bro. That shit is like, that shit. I mean, look, we gonna see, man. Listen, anchor punch, and you ain't gonna have that headgear no more.
And listen, bro, I used to spar without headgear, bro, so I'm not too worried about it. That power thing, that's not an issue for me. Cleaner boxing is the issue for me because I'm agreeing with you. The fight was ugly, man. My defense was ugly. I've been doing nothing but working on that. I'm not going to divulge too much, but man, I'm a coach. I coach kids. My kids look good. Like, I had to look at myself and really be critical of like a lot of things I did wrong that I've been working on this whole camp and been working on since looking at that fight. I study my shit. So like, I agree with everything you said, Ness. Like, it's not even a critique. Like, you got to be honest. The whole point of this Border Wars for me, I'm already in shape. I'm not some dude getting off the couch who needs to lose 10 pounds. The point for me is to challenge myself to better skill levels and to lift myself up. And I've seen a lot of things that I got to work on. So, that's where I'm at with it. Just working on those things, sparring with different dudes. You're going to see a completely different fighter. I can just tell you that much. Because definitely the whole shelling up. Ooh, you can't do that. And I watch Ant's fights. You can't do that. He'll move off to the side and hit you. Fuck all that. I ain't with that. So, like I said, you're gonna see a whole different fighter. I'm looking forward to the challenge. And trust me, bro, I don't plan on losing. I plan on seeing y'all here in Wisconsin. So, and the power thing.
Ask you about Wisconsin. Yo, tell me about Wisconsin. We looking good for Wisconsin? Cause, yo, man, I can't.
Man, we listen. We looking beautiful. We making so many new changes to the bar. Like when I say it's gonna be dope, y'all. Like by the time y'all get here, that whole outdoor area, like we got garages that go out there. We putting a whole nother extra bar and lounge in there with hookahs and all that. Like, trust me, y'all gonna be pleasantly surprised and very impressed. It's gonna be visually great for the Border Wars. Like just the video of it is gonna look good. Everything about it's gonna look good. Like I said, we have over 6,000 square feet altogether. So I mean, we got space for a huge event. It's outdoors. It's like fenced in. So like, you know, so for us smokers and shit like that, it's fenced in. Like it's not like out to the public like that. You gotta buy a ticket and walk through the place to get in. So beautiful. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's very chill. It's very relaxed. High class cocktails.
I'll be in contact with you, Adrian. I'll be in contact with you.
But the training's going good, Ness. But I like you, Ness, because you're honest about it. I'm glad that you could look at that footage and be honest and critique it. Because if I looked at Ant's footage and I looked at my fight, I'd pick Ant too. You know, that's being real. But I know me and I know what I've been working on. And I know I could have done much better, you know, that being my first fight, some of the nerves and stuff. I'm looking forward to the fight because I've been watching Ant's footage. It's going to be a barn burner, like a for real barn burner.
Well, I'm looking forward. We'll see, man. We got Brandon in Cincinnati. What's up, Champy Champ?
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pitch and let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, top of the morning, man. How y'all feeling?
What up?
What up?
Yeah, man. Hey, Francis, man. Can I get that murderer sound bite real quick?
Murderer!
Indeed. That's what I did to wifey back last night. But yeah, man.
Crazy, man.
She laying next to me laughing too. I'm a wild nigga. But hey, as far as this fight, man, I think the fight happens. I don't think the litigation with Wilder is gonna stop the fight at this point. I think I know Eddie Hearn said it is not gonna happen any earlier than June. He was saying like the end of June at that. So only thing I see stopping this fight is if Tyson Fury pull out for any reason, and you know Tyson Fury fashion. Other than that, if he wants to fight, AJ wants to fight. They agreed on the money already. I'm pretty sure they can find a country to host it. I don't see nothing stopping it at this point. So yeah, I think it goes down. I think it goes down in the summer. But yeah, man, that's my call, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, thank you for your call, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Going out too.
When you see old dirty bastard fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Yes. How y'all doing out there? Can you hear me?
We're here.
This is
up?
King Barn. This is King Barn from Accra, Ghana. By the way, of Bronx, New York. Call me. Listen, he knocked his head off. He beat him down and knocked him out, y'all. Hey, yo, Ness, what's up with your man Kingsley? Abe, that's your man, right? Listen, I got 3 fights I want to see. I want to see Jarrett. I want to see the fake Big Baby Miller the fake big baby Jared Anderson versus either Zilly Zhang Bang. Let him fight him, or he could fight Damani Rock, or I want to see Mike Polite Coffee, Brooklyn all day, New York bias here, going against Jared Anderson. Know what I mean? Listen, man. Shout out to Spencer Fury. Free the black man. Let the black man be free. You heard? Listen. Yeah, I'm born in America, but I'm black and Indian. You know how I go. So I kill with the spear, and I kill with the horses and the bow and arrow. You heard? But like I said, man, yo, all that shit propaganda, them niggas ain't fighting, because Wilder gonna come back, and he gonna be on the fucking seek and destroy mission. He gonna knock out Charles Martin. He gonna knock out Fury. He gonna knock out AJ. And
Cut it. LV Slugger.
Slugger.
TBV, fellas, what up?
What happening?
Man, good show. You know, shout out Farron, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, the UK hate is real for Wilder, you know what I'm saying? It's a hate-love relationship with that, man. You know, the hate so real that they love him, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they just wish Wilder was from over there. But it's funny how he couldn't answer if Fury was manning up, getting out that third fall. All he could do was say, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Next question. You know Fury trying to do some whole shit. But nah, I don't know what's gonna come out of these top 3 heavyweights, man. Hopefully they'll be in the ring soon. But I'm ready to just see my boy Wilder, man. I'm ready to see what he gonna do. What's his next move? But I'm telling y'all now, Fury fight AJ after being out the ring a year plus. He getting knocked out, man. Y'all just mark my word. If that fight is next, Fury is getting knocked out by AJ. That's my call.
I guess.
Nah,
you're right. Because I was gonna say something that I was wrong about. I was gonna, he got the tune-ups before he fought Wilder.
Oh yeah, it's over. He got some ring rust, man. He still got to get right, man. I believe that.
I would still argue that like he got 2 whack tune-ups and fought Wilder off a 2-3 year layoff. So he don't really need a tune-up off a 1 year layoff to beat AJ.
Yeah, I just think that ring rust gonna play a factor. I just feel like that's gonna play a role in him losing. And Brazil sleeping Wallin. Stay tuned.
All right.
I'm with you on that. I got Brazil sleeping Wallin too.
We got Mr. CYP. What up?
Hold on. All right, go ahead. You good?
Yo. Shout out to the dude that continues to make CYP a giant in the social media biz, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, whatever. When people see that Mr. CYP, they know they about to be reading something that's going to be entertaining, or they're going to hear me talking and be laughing. I appreciate you going out the way to emulate me and make another fake profile. That's number four in the past 2 years. I appreciate y'all. I really ain't that mad. Like, you don't understand. When you do that, you do not clown me. You make me big. When it comes to Mr. David Haye, if you believe David Haye is an all-time great at anything, and you don't believe Wilder's an all-time great at anything, all I do is say, anybody David Haye beat that Wilder can't beat, cut it out. And for all y'all talking about, well, what about Vladimir? Listen, Vladimir and Wilder were champions together for 11 months. And 5 of those 11 months, he was negotiating to fight Tyson Fury. In November, Wilder called him out, but he lost to Tyson Fury. So they were not champions together like y'all think they were. Please get your facts together before you start bringing up old shit that you do not know, because half of y'all didn't know Wilder in 2015. Oops. CYP out.
All right. Thank you for your call. CYP.
That's why I hate not cutting off, man. He said 2 things
that you want to respond to.
I did. So I'll start backwards because I forgot the first one. The last one was Wilder and Vlad. It wouldn't matter how many months they was in the same division and champions at the same time. Only thing matters is that Shelley's on record saying Wilder wasn't ready, so it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? It wasn't like Shelley was gonna negotiate a fight that they felt that they weren't ready for. The David Haye thing. As far as David Haye being an all-time great, he said if David Haye's an all-time great, then Wilder is, because anybody that is on David Haye's resume, Wilder beats, which is true, but that's not really like winnable logic to use, right? Because it's like, you know, we could do that to Earl. Anybody on Crawford's resume, Earl dispatches of very easy. That doesn't mean that Earl is better than Crawford.
Right.
And David Haye was undisputed. You know, there's a lot of Crawford fans out here that think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer because he was undisputed. Now, I don't believe any of those things, CYP. I'm just giving you the counter argument, which is, you know, you say, oh, Wilder Vlad could have never fought, blah, blah, blah. They're going to say, well, his manager's on record, XYZ, the link is on Boxing Scene. You say, oh, David Haye ain't no first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, no, excuse me, strike that. You say David Haye isn't an all-time great. They say Wilder was only a champion, never unified. David Haye unified and undisputed. Just giving you the counter argument. But go ahead. CYP.
Yo, for one, how many people think Ryan Garcia personally does not want to fight Tank? I don't think so. I think he does. I think that Oscar don't want him to fight Tank. So that don't fall on Ryan Garcia. People ain't calling out Shelly Finkel saying he didn't want to fight. They saying why didn't Wilder unify? They ain't saying why didn't Shelly Finkel make the fight. They're talking about Wilder. Wilder never said that. Wilder called Vlad out 11 months after he won the title. If you go 11 months, that's quicker than AJ fought Vlad after he became champion. That's quicker than a whole bunch of dudes fight the top dude after they become champion. When they actually call the dude out and say, let's get it popping. And for 5 of those months, Shelly Finkel couldn't make the fight because Vladimir was in talks with Tyson Fury. So no, he couldn't have fought him, period. Period. Doesn't matter what Shelly said. It was never going to happen before Tyson Fury. So all of it, as I say as always, is just talking. It's not realistic. So a dude can't duck something that cannot be made in the first place. And when he's not the one saying he doesn't want it, those are facts. Written down documentation. CYP out.
I gave you extra time to be fair. I just want you to know that that's not the perception for David Benavidez. You know, they say I got all this Latino bias. Benavidez gets called a duck.
Right.
He didn't fight Plant. Plant has the video of his promoter saying that he's not making that fight, that that he felt Benavidez wasn't ready. It's on Plant's social media for everyone to see. So, you know, again, what you think and what I think doesn't matter. It's what the fighters think. So the fighter doesn't care who's saying Wilder isn't ready or Benavidez isn't ready. They just hear that fighter isn't fighting me. They're not ready for me. They are a team. They are a team. So, you know, I get you, though. Again, that's not my argument. We both know that. But there is that.
That's the element.
Yeah, that's that counter. We got here looking like Sony, Cincinnati. What up? No Sony. Stick talk.
Yo. What's going on? Hey, Ness.
Yo.
You black nigga.
I'm black, man.
He called you a black man. You are a black man. And Francis.
I'm definitely
I didn't know
Latino. My last name is Gibbs, man. So.
Nah, man, but good shit. I just feel that fight, that Wilder Fury fight, ain't gonna happen because they're still in mediation. Wilder's gonna hold that up. He's not gonna let them fight. You know, they're gonna have to give Wilder a whole bunch of money to let that happen. And also, shout out to you and Francis. You for going to Panama and Francis for his trip to DR. Y'all niggas on the Smurfberry run. And I like it. We need to plan one of them trips. That's my call.
What the fuck is a Smurfberry run?
He told you what a Smurfberry already is, man.
Who did?
Is that he did?
When? Another
what?
call?
Yeah, another show.
I don't
Smurf
know.
is that blue pill or whatever.
Smurfberry Run.
Yeah.
Yo, bruh, let me tell you, I think it was like 2007 though. It's been a fucking minute since I've been to Paris. It's my younger days, man. My younger days, bro. The hotel was fabulous. It was my only time I ever had a rooftop hotel. I know CYP gonna call it, oh, that's normal, because, you know, California rooftop shit is normal. Out here in the East is a fire hazard.
Yeah, definitely.
In Panama, bruh, that shit was beautiful. Rooftop pool, bruh. Late night, too. It wasn't nobody like, oh, pool's closed at 10.
Got your own pool. You was out there.
Amazing, bruh.
Yeah,
But
DR was
anyway.
fun.
Yo, what is up with Kieran Betts, man? Or fight. Like, what? Yo, what? Like, Jesus, dudes is... Yo, you make CYP... right, man. Like you pay. First of all, this is a members only live chat, so you literally paying to troll him, changing your avatar to troll him. Like, dog, what is up with y'all? Y'all obsessed, man. I thought Brotherhood said, can we just talk boxing and enjoy it for 2021, man? Like, damn, bruh. Entertainment isn't trolling, champ. But I hear you, man. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Greatness. Sorry. Go for it.
Real quick, how much time did you been to Mexico?
Oh man, as much as I can, bro. That's one of the cheapest vacationing spots, man.
You ever hit the streets like for food, or you always eat at the resort or the hotel?
Bro, I'm always off. How I'm gonna get weed? I'm always off strip.
Okay, cool. Keep going. Yes.
even in Jamaica. But I got my man though. I ain't gonna front. I called Jean. Yo, Jean, I'm coming through. He picked me up. And then I go everywhere with him. Like, every day is planned with John. Like, yo, take me to Dunn's River, let's say.
Yeah.
Because I like staying in the grill. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this little spot. I ain't telling nobody. Little spot, and I just could wake up, open my door, walk. I'm already on the 7 Mile beach that everybody pays to go. I'm already there. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So, I love Jamaica, but Mexico... you know, is fire, and I don't have a John, so I gotta go off strip and find what I'm looking for. So then we eat out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Greatness.
How we living, y'all? How we living?
Bless, man, to the fullest.
Yes,
That's what up. Francis, what's good, my guy?
What's happening?
Moving and grooving, man. Just here glued to the laptop, man. For now. But other than that, man.
Greatness. I'm jealous of all you guys fighting, man. I'm jealous. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You get it out, man. I'm jealous I can't get to perform, man. But get your call going.
Hey, listen here, man. You feel what I'm saying? We striving for greatness, man. There ain't nothing changed, man. You dig what I'm saying? We gonna make it work, and we gonna strive for greatness with it, man.
Yo, you excited. Never got me that footage when you don't get no fight, cause you gave the dude 2 weeks to get ready. Don't blame me. I texted you a week ago for that footage, man.
I emailed it to you. You didn't get it? I emailed it to you that day.
Absolutely not. You should have confirmed with a text, man. I never. I don't even. And I don't know your email by heart, but I'm checking now. Let me see. I mean, yeah, just resend it so it can bump it to the top or reply back to it or something. I never seen anything. Maybe you sent it to the wrong email. I'm going to text you my email because I never seen nothing.
Yeah, I shared it to the from the Google Drive, the boxer voice with an E. So, but I'll share it again.
Yeah, please. I haven't gotten it.
All right, say less. But other than that, man, we striving for greatness still, and I don't really have too much on the topic though. Just hoping that we get the big fights. You know, but while in between the big fights, we gonna stay in the gym, man, and keep moving and grooving and doing what we supposed to do. So shout outs to y'all, man, and keep doing what y'all doing, man. See y'all March 13th.
All right.
Yeah.
We got jumping on Dom. Domity.
Yeah, man. Salute, next. Big up TBV. Don't know.
What up?
Big up.
Yeah, man, big up, man. Yeah, you know what it is? It's right. I feel like obviously Wilder's gonna try to hold up the fight, but honestly, for me, I don't think he wanted to fight. I remember a stage. I don't know how much use of it over there, but Tyson Fury was every morning. I'd wake up and I'd see him calling out Wilder, "Look, what you doing? I need to fight. Like, what are we doing? Why are you hiding under your rock?" And all. Like, Fury was calling him out every day. Even when the contract was coming to an end, I remember Fury saying on an interview or on his thing, saying, "Look, once his contract runs out, don't ask me to fight." You know what I'm saying? I remember him saying that. So how did Wilder just go missing all that time? And then as soon as the contract runs out, he pops up. "Oh yeah, let's fight. I want to fight. I want to fight." Like, I said,
All right, I guess that's
Yo,
it.
sounds like a British yard man, yo. But continue.
Yeah, I mean, it's just funny to me, these UK dudes that call in and don't even talk about AJ Fury. I thought this was the biggest fight on the planet. My man consistently only calls in to talk about Wilder. Like, yeah, you know, I think Wilder's going to hold up the fight and then just goes into a Wilder spiel. Like, you know, I mean, who's winning? Is Fury winning, AJ winning? I think that this fight actually happens hurts them
Wilder's
more.
winning, man.
I think it hurts them more because one of their guys has to lose. They prefer their guys to go up against other country people, other countrymen. That's what it is. They'd rather not talk about, like, the fight. I don't get it. I thought this was the biggest fight since, you know, Mayweather Pac. Let me get to
Who's there?
Heavy-handed Jay, man.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Brandon Maurice, man. He inspires me. You know, it sounds like he gave wifey that Valentine's Day work. You know, you know, and I just like, you know, that's I admire him for that because I went to sleep. I remember the days when I wanted to give that Valentine's Day work. Like, ooh, it's Valentine's Day.
Bro,
She's getting it tonight.
Why you acting like you old as hell, man? Stop.
Man, I've been with my girl 20 years. Nigga, like, in year 12, maybe, I was still like, she finna get this Valentine's Day work.
Bruh, if you don't give her that Valentine's Day work, somebody else will give her that Valentine's Day work. You better find a way to get it done.
You gave her special Valentine's Day work last night.
Homie, you better find a way to get it done.
Nigga, did you give special Valentine's Day work?
Nigga, do the mortgage got to get paid?
Francis, did you give special Valentine's Day work out last night?
Absolutely.
Yo,
Oh,
you out
shit,
here,
man, y'all niggas-
risking, man. You out here risking the throne, man. What's wrong with you,
Oh.
man? Happy wife, happy life, man.
I heard you, man. Y'all niggas, hey, it's adorable.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all
Let me
keep
tell you
doing it.
something, man. Listen, not to bring back air on the front air, but if you go forward with what it is that you want to do, you better start giving some Valentine's Day motherfucking action out because if y'all separate, she taking half. And they usually get a woman the house, so you better stop playing.
Hey, Smurfberry.
Stick
man.
talk boxing, shout out.
Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all is adorable, man. For getting geeked up. Yeah, y'all adorable, man. But you get in the year 20 with her, and then holla at me. Nah, holla at me in year 20, dog.
Bruh, I am gonna holla at you, man. You gonna be telling us, damn, I should have listened to you, man.
Oh man, please. When you get in year 20 with her, nigga, you ain't even worried about that. But y'all gotta get there first. And holla at me when we get there. But shout out to Spencer Fury.
You cannot get complacent in anything. And nothing in life.
Holla at me. Go holla at your pops or something. See if pops was geeked up like, oh, it's Valentine's Day.
Bruh.
I'm finna put on the red draws
and
tonight.
I promise you, I used to be young, like, yo, you ain't buying mom nothing for Valentine? You ain't taking her out? I used to be on that. I'm telling you. But listen.
Did she leave him?
Bruh, women back then totally different from now. You know that.
Yeah, this year 20, man.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
You said women from back then is different, so like, what's your retort?
So being women back then being different? How the hell do we prove some shit like that?
Bruh, Bruh.
I mean, that don't make.
Women
I mean,
back then stood in dysfunctional homes. It's notoriously proven. How do you prove it? By all the fucking domestic violence. They didn't leave, right? Like all that. Like, go ahead and
what
check.
domestic violence is gone these days.
I ain't saying it's gone. I'm saying women smartened up. Definitely, there's been an evolution and programs and all type of shit. It's totally different. Let's stop acting like that, man.
Yeah,
Come
she
on,
might
man.
have the bankroll, she not leaving,
Back in the day, men were sexist, man.
But
And that's just the
JP
truth.
got the money. She ain't leaving. Like he got
that's
the
fine.
First of all, y'all got it. I ain't want to say it, Francis, but I ain't saying it's like that. But when your paper's straight, you don't got to worry so much about somebody dipping on
You
you.
sound crazy, man. Like you don't watch movies or something.
Like I don't watch movies, nigga. This is real life.
Yeah, and what the fuck you think movies is inspired off of, man? You crazy as hell. Why this man why is he eliminating the element of her cheating? Cause she ain't fucking getting no Valentine's Day nothing. What's wrong with you?
She got heavy flowers. She got the heavy flowers.
Heavy flowers?
Heavy flowers. Heavy ones. The heavy ones, nigga.
Let me be quiet, man.
Man, y'all niggas, like I said, y'all inspired me, man. I said I'm inspired. These cute ass niggas still giving up heavy work on Valentine's Day, getting geeked up. I remember when, that was. I think when you get to a certain point, it's just shit you don't have to do.
Sure,
y'all might be obligated. It's the years, the tenure, man.
Sure,
educate us, man.
When she walk away,
the tenure.
When she walk away, cause she hear your ass saying there's certain things you don't have to do no more, just cause y'all got time.
Man, like if y'all, you might still get some pushback. If you, like when I came out there, you think I have to get pushback? Y'all might, you want to go out with your buddy, your woman might be pouty and shit, like, oh, you're going out. I don't get that anymore.
You know why?
Like it's a certain level when. You put it in that tenure, you feel me?
You get out that chubby weight division, see if she gonna let you have all them Border Wars boys trips.
Okay. You a cold motherfucker, boy. This nigga gonna say she don't buy
Hey yo, tell him bring his inner Tyson Fury. Yo, tell him get his inner Tyson Fury. The Mac is back and see if she letting your ass out the house. See if she let your ass out the house, man.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. But yeah, though, man.
I bet you Keem can't go out after he lost all that weight.
Can't go nowhere.
Now,
He ain't going nowhere alone.
Too cute now.
Yeah, telling you, man.
Shit.
Ask CYP, where my man CYP? Did we go to CYP yet? We did go to CYP. Fuck. Because I bet you ask CYP with all the muscles, can he go out alone? I mean, I'm sure CYP gonna say he could go out alone just to be the counter of the argument and shit. Like
you like,
go ahead.
You're like, hey, babe, I'm going to South Beach for like the weekend with the boys. I mean, no, you ain't. No, the fuck you ain't.
Niggas ain't letting them go nowhere, man. But I mean, tenure, man. Holla at me in 20 though, man. But just let me
talking
get it
that
off
tenure shit, man. I hear you, champ. I hear you. Listen, you remember that we got you know what? Untitled, man. We got to do Untitled. These boys, you know what? We got to do Untitled. We gonna have to change the time. That's what it is. My gym is at 6. We gonna have to make Untitled like a 5 o'clock.
He said hell no. See, CYP said hell no.
Look, exactly.
We can't go nowhere.
We got Cash App who says Lewis sent he sent $5 on the Cash App. He ain't want us to lose that 30%. He said, oh damn, he said what I said. We need Untitled. I want to drop some conspiracies. Yo, we do need Untitled, man. We gonna have to switch the time. Maybe 5 o'clock. Make it 5 o'clock every Monday now.
Hey, JP, I don't know about you, but every time I'm about to bust a move, whether it's work or not, I always get some type of like, you really gotta go.
Bruh,
like,
oh my God, man! I used to get that all the time. My nigga, I mean, crying damn near big.
But that's exactly the problem, man. You know it's a. This why we need Untitled in a heartbeat.
Man, will y'all talk to some of y'all homies who been with their woman for the extended amount of time, 10 to 15 years plus, and see if that goofy shit still go on? It don't.
You just ain't thinking right now. You talking, but we know like people, man. You tripping. You know you tripping. Think Think about what you're saying, and tell me that what you're saying is true. That's last statement. That last statement about time in and that shit don't fucking matter. Come on, you should know that. Yo, anyway, Untitled, man. 5 o'clock, man. We gonna do it at 5 o'clock, man. My man needs some romantic advice for real. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. I know. Yo, y'all tripping. Yo, you cannot leave the hands unattended, man. You tripping.
Can't do it.
It don't matter what year it is, man, or how many years it been. That shit. Cause let me tell you something, man. When you think that shit stopped working for them, it don't. They just throw some gel up in there, motherfucker, man.
Hey, for the Jamaicans out there in the chat, if y'all ever heard this statement that goes room for rent, it goes room for rent. When you run out, he runs in.
Bro, I mean, I don't even know, man.
When you run out, he run in. When you run in, he runs out. Room for rent.
The thing is, too, man, I was one of them dudes, so I know there's a like, yo, what was my man, the rap? He's a hungry young lawyer that'll eat the cake. There's a hungry young dude out there waiting to thrash your girl, man. Just believe that. Believe that. They don't, yo, you know it's dudes out here that don't even care how girls look no more. They just sleeping with them just to say they slept with a girl, man. So you got to definitely do what you got to do, not to be a victim, man. I'm just keeping it real. That's some free advice. But I hear you if you believe in all that loyalty shit and time in. I hear you, man. I hear you, man. But there's a lot of people that'll tell you otherwise about that time in and that loyalty shit. That shit. Loyalty comes from making sure you doing what you got to do every year, not just, once in a blue. I'm just keeping it real. That's my opinion. But I know there's older people than me out there. They could tell you that I ain't lying. Like my man Hawk in Maryland. What up?
Oh yeah, Bon. Hawk, what up?
Oh shit! I went to the wrong. That's actually we went to Hawk. Talk to me.
Yeah, you got me.
I got you.
Hawk, what up?
All right, man. Yeah. Hey, what's up, fellas? Man, hey, man, what a hell of a show. Yeah. I'm gonna have to jump on that Untitled thing y'all got going. Cause y'all definitely got a good show going. Hey, that's Spencer Farron. That was a good interview. I think that Tyson Fury and Joshua fight is coming off. What I saw was that they agreed on everything and they're gonna split like $100 million, and that Wilder has already said he just wants to get paid. He gonna get paid. He's not trying to hold the fight up. Wilder just want his bread. That's what I heard. That's what I read. That Wilder just want his money. He ain't even going to drag it through the courts. He wants to get paid, and I can't see why they wouldn't just pay him to get that fight going. So. But it was funny you brought up that Corey Sanders fight with
Vlad. He ignored that. He ignored that too. I said Sanders beat him.
Man, do you know I watched? Huh?
No, I said he ignored it when I told him Sanders beat him.
Oh my God, Sanders didn't just beat him. Sanders walked through him in one round. I mean, he beat the hell out of him. I think it lasted 2 rounds of Klitschko getting dropped like 3 or 4 times. Man, he really beat the hell out of him. Klitschko's brother came back and beat Sanders like 6 months later in a grudge match. But yeah, he got wiped out, bro. He really didn't get good till that Emmanuel Stewart got with him.
And that's really, another thing he never replied to. He never replied to that when I said it took an American to fix him and rebuild him. He never even acknowledged that. But it's all good.
100%. Emmanuel Stewart made it, and Emmanuel Stewart did the same for Lennox. So, yeah. Well, both of them were kind of wild fighting until they got with Emmanuel. So, yeah, you was 100 on that, bro. No question. But great show. I'll get at y'all boys later.
All right. Info Joe, I see you.
Yo.
But you ain't pressed 1. We got a super chat from LV Slugger that says, we need Untitled, one of the best parts of TBV. I'm saying I'm voting for 5 o'clock. Francis gonna let me know if he's free, and we could set that in stone, man. I'm on a different part of the world, and my schedule changed. Normally it would be a 7 o'clock show, but the schedule definitely has changed.
But yeah, yo, I'm definitely gonna let you know about that when we get off the show. But before that, real quick, Untitled is definitely gonna be dope because for all, again, the Jamaicans out there that don't know Ness, I don't know if you ever heard this part too. A lot of dudes out here taking bun. You know, it's called burn, but patois they say they're taking bun. And what that means is that you have a lot of guys out here that's supporting their girls because they got the bag. You know what I'm saying? But she getting tuned up. Her grass is being watered or cut by somebody else. But
her grass is being watered.
Yeah, she cool staying at the crib. You know what I mean? Because you know she good. She getting what she need. But you know what I'm saying? She getting she getting that grass cut and watered from somebody else.
Yeah, man. Now listen. I don't know how dudes don't see again. You know, if you play like that, you know what to expect.
A lot of them know it and is okay with it too. Don't sleep on that.
Oh shit! You know that's called. Me and Keem know that as a cabrón. You know, that's a cabrón.
What does that mean?
Nah, that's good. We gonna give you the definition in Untitled, man. Untitled, you get the definition of that motherfucker. We going to Majid in Orlando. Well, Ohio. What up?
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon and YouTube members for something. Hey. Yeah, I'm out here throwing snowballs and stuff, freezing my ass off for the 3K a week. But yeah, man, as far as the topic, I done forgot what it was, but I feel like at the end of the day, I'm all right with whoever fighting whoever now. I heard Francis say Wilder just won his money, so get the money. You just keep doing what you're doing. You explosive. Everybody like watching you, so you're gonna make money regardless. They say that belts only matter, to build up and everything, and he done got past that shit. So let's just get a good fight, and good shit in this. I ain't gonna lie, even though I'm making all this money, I'm still a little salty. I'm cool. When I get to here, you can throw it in our face. But yeah, that's all I got, man.
Yeah, man, it's 82. I gotta get it went up. It's 84. It's getting hot today. I'm gonna go for a walk, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sean Dew. Sent me a little Apple Watch love when he seen I completed a walk. You know what I'm saying? Actually, today's gonna be my first day back at the gym too, man. Since the whole 9 days off. Haven't been in the gym since last Friday, bro. Insane. But I'm gonna be back. And I think there was one more thing I needed to do before we round out. I guess that's it. But make sure you are up to date on your Patreon so you get that message, because we're definitely going to do Untitled. We'll be confirming a time. Mr. PBC, Boomerang. You're right, sir. You're right.
Yo. Shout out to Mike Breland, man. Really screwing up the bag, Defamation of character, court, you can't just be defamation of character of the other person. That's why he called back to Spencer, like, man, why'd you do me like that? Fucked up the bag. I would like to ask the panel a question. Because I know Spencer Fury said his favorite black American person. Who's your guys' favorite black American person for Black History Month?
For Black History Month?
Spencer Fury
man. Malcolm X.
Malcolm. What about you, Francis? Is it still what Spencer said?
Yeah, I'm rocking. I'm big on the Bob Marley, Marcus Garvey, but that's for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's my call, man. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Arbitration's not over. Shout out Tyson Fury, MCK Global. That's my call.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And that is everyone, because there's no more Boomerang.
Thank you, Pastor Jared. Super chat. $5 super chat says cabron equals waste man in patois. He's a waste man. All right, don't know.
Yo, it's funny because I didn't know waste man meant that. I wonder if Boston Jared is right. Like, I'm gonna find out on Untitled, obviously, but I always thought waste man was like someone, because I think didn't Dillian call Wilder a waste man?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then how does waste? I don't know.
And he called him back a waste man too. He said, you're a waste man. Waste man is like saying you're a bum. It's like
exactly.
You're
but so how is that the same as, even though Untitled, man? Untitled, yo.
Yeah.
Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Arrivederci, peace.
But yo, just before you go, man, shout out to everybody out there. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and the subscribe button on the way out. It does help with the visibility. Sign up for Patreon because Border Wars is around the corner and you're going to get all the dope content and stuff on all the fight and fighters that are taking place. Also, you can find me personally at Next Up Sports Talk on IG. Follow me. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me. And also, you can check out my show, The Weigh In, on YouTube, and The Weigh In Boxing on IG. Like and follow. Hey, Ness, I'm telling you, I'm upset. I'm upset that I can't get a chance to fight because I need about $2,000. You know what I'm saying, to be able to make it in and out of the country. And if I get that, I'm straight. I'm fighting. Like I'm real salty. I'm jealous of all these guys.
You want to start like a GoFund Francis so that the stainless fight. I mean, we've never been able to rally up $2,000 for one person. I mean that, and in such a short time too. I mean, you talking, how many days left do we got? You know what I mean? Actually, we got 27 days, right? 27 days.
7 days.
27 days. Let's see what $2,000 is what Francis needs to fight Stainless. Divided into 27 days, would need $74 per day.
Hey, let's see what happens, man. We out of here, man. Check us out.
Yo,
Untitled.
The Francis Fund. Whoever thought he was ducking Stainless, man, he needs 74 per day. 74 per day. Oh shit. To get to 2 G's. That's a lot.
I guess that's why he didn't play baseball, huh?
That's a lot, man. So is there no, I mean, Dan, you know, we need a sponsor. That's what we need. We are looking for a $2,000 sponsor. Francis is gonna wear your logo on the shorts, the shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. Let me know. Whatever. I'll rock it.
Yeah. You know, CYP. What's the name of your gym? You got the gym and everything. We need to do a Border Wars in CYP gym. That's how we break that ice, CYP. Hold the Border Wars in that gym, man. LA, we ain't been to LA since 2018. 3 years now. Just as many years as Terrence Bud Crawford in the welterweight division. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Let's get Francis and Stainless popping. We talking about a pound for pound Stainless, man. He pound for pound, man. He when you think of TBV, you can't think of TBV without thinking of Stainless, man. And then we talking to hosts, man. You know, we need help. We weren't expecting Canada to put up these restrictions. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not, man.
So
Crazy.
like TBV was always covering Francis's flight and his lodgings. You know what I mean? But getting back to the Canada and having to stay in a private hotel that's only from the Canadian government, and then they making you pay that much money. And you know, I know he ain't lying because I was actually talking to Mitty this morning. He told me that they bringing the same thing that's happening to you to them in the UK. So he don't know when he gonna be over here. You know, he was trying to be here for March, but not for March our fight. But he would like to be here for March for some business that he has, and it's not looking that way. Untitled only for Patreons, and it's live to YouTube members.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
yes.
The Patreons get it as soon as the show is over. The members get it live. If that makes sense. Hopefully.
That's funny. KDR said, I'll try to give some money if Francis is willing to wear Bud on his truck. I'm willing to wear it. Listen, man, let's make it happen. Like,
yo, he wearing whatever, man. He wearing. There's a lot of business owners too, man. Come on, this is a tax write-off, man. What's $2,000? You write that off as advertising. We could talk off air. We'll do a little, you know, on-air promotion throughout the year to make you feel good and get you some leads and potential business. I mean, listen, Keem Dad about to blow up. I was on the phone with one of our community members Saturday for hours. And, you know, I know Keem going to take credit, and it's probably going to be his quote-unquote referral. But
you're taking the credit?
I mean, it is me. I talk to my mans, right? He's coming to me for advice on, you know what I mean? I actually want him to move to my city. You know what I'm saying? Come on and move right here, champ. You know what I mean? So yeah, we could definitely help each other, man. So if somebody want to help Francis, it could make it worth your while, because it's already proven to make it. You know, it's already proven to be worth Keem's father's
You watch
wife.
Stainless beat up Francis.
You know, yeah, watch Stainless beat up Francis, man. The praying mantis. You know, for those that believe, you know, he's ducking. Look, this is what's going on. You know, what you need to do is get some information on these specific terms that Canada's putting you through so that it could be posted on the communities page and stuff so they know exactly what's going on and then it's just not some tongue-in-cheek shit. But yeah, I gotta go. We've been rocking out for a damn long time. Most of y'all at lunch already or punching out. My UK dudes, you already home, right? Because 5 to this 12, you home or just getting out.
Just getting out, yeah.
You're just getting out. So salute to you. The day is over for Big Nick and them. You know, no wonder y'all hate for so long. Y'all already off work. You know what I mean? They just getting going.
Give some shit, yeah.
But yeah, man. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Let's get that Francis Stainless fun going, man. We all want this fight. You know what I mean? Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Let's do it, man. All right. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Peace.